I seen on that line. Federal government had the website up so you can order the home test.
Oh, okay.
So I ordered them while I was at Frankie's with Dad.
Okay.
They did a test run of the site today, and I just happened to see that the county put it up on Facebook, so I was like, you know what, let me order it. And I was sitting here doing nothing.
Makes sense.
So I did. They'll be coming probably in 7 to 14 days.
Okay.
So we'll have them by the end of January, which is good.
Yeah. All right, we watched the intro. Let's wait about a minute and a half, and then we'll get moving.
I'll take him out in a couple minutes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take him for a walk, probably.
I wouldn't leave him in the yard yet. There's still no room for him to go.
I'm not.
Alright. Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you there? We are just about to get started. I just took my drink. I just got myself all prepared. Now we gotta go see why Harry needs to hold us up. Because he said he had to do something at the end of the last stream, so let's go see what that thing was. After we run off and let Mira and Roy take care of this. So what was the emergency that you felt the need to interrupt us at the end of the last stream, Harry? Of course. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the finale of Custom Robo, the stream edition. Last time, we learned everything we needed to know about Rahu and the outside world. And now we're out here because the Z Syndicate kidnapped Rahu, and now we need to stop them from trying to abuse his power. And we also need to, stop Rahu itself before it deletes the entire world again. But before we do that, Harry desperately needs to pee. Yeah, that's a fair question, Harry. What makes you even think that's in order anymore? How long has it been since this thing... I mean, I guess if the technology is the same, it would probably maybe still work. I don't know. I guess as long as it's a hole in the ground, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Like, you could just piss in a hole in the ground and it'd be fine. So, god damn it, Harry, of course. Chilling at home for now, may have to leave to do something later. Alright, Conker, sounds like a plan. You gotta leave, then head on out. Go do your stuff. We'll be here. Probably be a little bit of a shorter stream today, but I don't know. It depends on how long it takes me to get through the face room back there. We'll see. Yeah, no, I don't think Marsha's gonna go to the bathroom with you. Oh my god. What are we, a bunch of old hens? Harry, why do you... You know what? If there's Z lackeys in there and he's got his pants down, he's not gonna be able to fight. I'll go. It's fine. I'm just gonna make sure he's okay. I'll be back. Figures. There's the red arrows following us again. Again, I said it last time, they followed us to the outside world, but... Here's the question, though, and I don't think I want an answer. The red arrows are coming down in front of their faces. What are you pointing to? Do I even want to know? Something like that. Let me just zip my fly up first. Oh my god. Attack them while their backs are turned! Don't whip that out in public! I love this game's script. It's fantastic. We did literally catch them with their pants down. Now watch me lose anyway, just for the hell of it. Okay, so a glaive with a needle gun, that's gross. It's an armor model, so that's just gross, but we'll figure that out. I mean, we are in a bathroom, so if there's going to be anything that's gross, I suppose it would be here. Also, Robo's room, a stage reminiscent of a lavatory. The small area and large number of walls makes it somewhat difficult to move. Okay, well, that means I've got a lot of cover, so that's good. Hey, Lifeblood, how's it going? Welcome. We just decided to take a quick bathroom break, because Harry needed to, before we go into the Hall of Clownface over there. And I decided to come in with him, just for this particular situation where Z happened to be in here and I didn't want him to get in too big of trouble, basically. So, you know. Needle gun, so I guess vertical gun will work okay. It won't knock him down in one hit, but that's what all these things are for, so. Excuse me. Do I want the standard F? Because that can kind of blow him into one of my pods if I do it right. It's got more attack as well, so that's not too bad. We'll try the standard F, why not? The briefly immobilizing thing is nice, but it's not strictly necessary for this particular situation. I don't think. Alright, and it's a small stage, which makes me wonder why I brought the vertical gun and he brought the needle gun, but hey, whatever. I mean, if it works, right? Plus I'm gonna get out quickly anyway. Ow. Thought I had him all locked up there, but apparently... Oh my god, okay. How do you like it? Aw. The wall got me. It's unfortunate. There we go. We'll get more spiders out. Send a bomb out. Send one of those out. Oh, get a little extra damage off. Because why not? Get a little more damage. How about some spiders? I don't know where I'm going, but that needle looks sketchy as hell. There we go. Nice. We'll get them, spiders. Yeah, it's probably dangerous, but I run through the middle to get my pods out because that kind of traps them a little bit more. So. Oh, my charge didn't work. And of course, he charges me and then runs away like a troll. Naturally. I will be very patient with you, sir, but I will not be that patient. I will take my opportunity when I see it, and I will run with it. Oh, I got hit on my own pod. That was me taking my opportunity and being a dumbass with it. Alright, go get them, spiders. Never mind. Whenever you're ready to hit him, spiders, that's all I want at this point. There we go, that works. Are illegal parts OP? Yes. Yes, illegal parts are very OP. They basically take whatever gun that they are based off of, and they eliminate all of the weaknesses of that gun, essentially. So, illegal parts are OP. If it's a Robo model, they usually just take what is already good about the Robo and make it even better. So it's, yeah, they're very OP. They, you don't get any until the post-game, unfortunately, but when they give them to you in the post-game, normally you wouldn't use anything else at that point, right? But they give you a bit of a penalty for, there's a score attack mode in the post-game that you can do for certain things, like optional rewards, and they penalize you for using illegal parts because they're so OP, so... Well, I mean, it would help with the concussion that you both probably have at this point. Oh my god, I thought the urinals were bad. These guys were doing something else. I mean, maybe they weren't, but... something like that. I mean, that is fair. Harry, we don't even know what a bush is. There are no bushes. I mean, they're artificial, I guess, but... I'm surprised you still have to go, but alright, fair enough. Oh my god. Keep him at range, Harry! Hey, Marie, how's it going? Welcome. We are in the bathroom, in the lavatory, fighting some very strange Z lackeys who have some very interesting guns and stuff. Okay, Harry brought the trap gun because he wants them to stay the hell away from him. So that's good. We got a bubble gun with a lightning sky. That's always fun. We got a vertical gun. That's also always fun. And we are still in the lavatory. I'm gonna bring the flame gun, I think, because this is a small arena, so I think we can get away with it a little bit better. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the standard F, I think. We've been sticking with the standard S for a while, but I think I'll stick with this one. It's probably fine. Yeah, did you see the outside world? There's no life in general, exactly. So how do we get to go in a bush? There's no bush. You'd literally be just pooping on a sidewalk. Come on now.
True.
Look, Harry wanted to use the toilet in the first place. This is kind of his fault. Yeah, I'm with Conquer on that one. I don't want any more of this, and it's all Harry's fault. I'm going to tick over. Yep. Well, that's just great. Harry saved me. I need your help. Ow. Okay. I'm going to need to... This is just absolute nonsense that's going on right now. Like, I have no fucking clue what's going on, and I've already lost 260 health. That's just... You know what? Fuck you. Alright, hang on. I'm going to go after this guy. On me, I think, though. So I'm going to be a little careful. Ow. Somebody had the right idea there. It wasn't me. Oh, don't run into the bubbles. That wouldn't be good. There we go. And now for your little friend. There we go. Just remember, again, you have to not be the one to get knocked out, because if Harry gets knocked out, it's fine. If you get knocked out, it's 100% not fine. You lose, so yeah, don't get knocked out. Actually, we'll go after you to finish you off first. Or I could just, you know, lose all my HP. There. Yeah, Harry's dead, but I got him. Perfect! Cutting it a little close, but I'll take it. And now to burn this lavatory to the ground. Alright, there we go. Then why did you fight me in the bathroom? Why didn't you just, I don't know, run away, since you're already done with your business? Just go, Harry. Get done with what you gotta get done with before more Z lackeys show up. Should I go to the parts generator? I can't even move, so I guess I'm not. Okay, cool. Let's grab the parts that we got. So we got a geotrap bomb. We got some diving pods. We got ground legs. Those are pretty good. And that's it. Okay, I'm just going to leave these guys to nurse their concussions on the tile floor now, and out we'll go. Hopefully, as I say, Sergey and Marcia will still be here waiting for us. Yeah, they were also using the bathroom. It didn't go so well. Yeah, it wouldn't have gone well for Harry, but it would have been you, me, and Sergey, Marcia, getting in there instead of Harry, because he would have gotten his ass beat. So, outside of being a prototype, what was Rayo 1 created for? Yeah, it pretty much was just the newest model on their line of Robos. Although, again, with the whole thing about how I think it was kind of set up so that I could, you know, go out here, I think in a way Linda and the rest of the government bodies set us up to be in a situation where I could be a commander, because they knew, right? Like, Linda's a Class S commander, which means that she knows... She might not have known who the leader of Z was, though, so she probably... I mean, I guess this could be coincidence, but... I don't know. It probably was just the newest model, and they were like, well, this one has specs that are similar to this other super awesome commander that we used to know that disappeared mysteriously years ago, so we'll give it to his son because it makes sense. Hey, are you gonna, I don't know, wash your hands? Apparently not. No, he's not gonna wash his hands. He's just gonna keep going, the dirty hypocrite that he is, and, okay, well... There was a third wave, it's just that this is the third wave rather than the one that was back there that Roy and Mira were taking care of, so... Oh. Yeah, you can tell by the color coding. If they're with Obero, they've got the black suits on. If they're with Eliza, they've got these pink suits on. So that's cool. You fell asleep last time halfway through, so what's Sergey doing here? So we said before that Sergey is Marcia's brother. As it turns out, he was working for the commander of Z, who was also my father, who passed away several years ago, and he was working to try to uncover where Rahu was so he could stop it, in lieu of the commander of Z, who is now dead, while Obero and Eliza were all making a push for power. So now he's on our side, and he's helping us go find Rahu. So that's the gist of it. There's more to it than just that, but the long and short of it is he's helping us find Rahu because he was actually working for my dad. So that's fun. And also, we have to fight the Elite Four now. So that's just great. I don't know how elite they really are, but... Man, way to throw him under the bus unintentionally, Sergey. I mean, you're talking a big game for someone who's about to fight an administrator of Z. No, I think we're okay. Yeah, we'll... we'll be fine. We'll just fight you the normal way. Well, we won't know that until we try. We are, yeah, and that doesn't spook me. I don't know if you thought that this would make us be like, oh god, the Fabulous Fighting Four, they must be really strong, let's run away. No. They were talking a big game. Now we're about to shut them up, so let's go do that. Yeah, he was working with the leader of Z, who was our father, and now he's trying to help stop Rahu. Yep, exactly. On the same wavelength there, Marie. Exactly. Running towards, actually. I'm running towards you. So here, let's do this. Has Roy turned traitor already, or not yet? No, not yet. He's back helping Mira fight off a wave of like 6 Z lackeys back at the entrance to the amusement park, so... He hasn't had the opportunity yet, but he is having time off screen, so if your theory's going to pan out, it's probably going to pan out around now when he's off screen, so... we got a glider gun. Alright, interesting. And he's probably going to be in the air a bunch, and one round will fly from his side, so we got to be a little careful of that. Because he's a seal head, but I should probably use float pods to get him out of the air, especially on this stage, the merry-go-round. A stage designed to look like a merry-go-round. Fire at your foe from between the horses. Also, the cover is mostly mobile, so this is going to go swimmingly. It's a small stage, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's a small stage. I could probably be okay with the flame gun again, but I'm going to move to the float pods because those will work a little bit better against a floating enemy. We'll use a standard S because it might work okay for immobilizing him. Immobilizing would be pretty good with something like this, getting him stuck in the air. Okay, you and me, sir. Let's see what we got. Alright, I got a 5. That's not bad. I'm not going to mash too much until I pop out of the cannon, because we're going to get to a 1, like, right about now. Yep. Managed to get it off in time. Unfortunately, the merry-go-round started up, and that didn't really work out so well for me. Okay. There we go. I can knock him down in 1 flame round. Good. Okay, I was going to say, that's not my float pod. Ooh, look at that range on this thing, I'll tell you what. Flame gun actually has surprisingly good range, considering. Like, look at how far away that went for me. I don't know why I sent all those out there, but whatever. Wow. Yeah, that thing's got a bit of an arc to it now, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, like that. Ow. Because you can't really approach from the side as easily when it arcs like that, and it's always going to arc like that because he's always going to be up in the air when he's using it. He's on the seal head, so of course it will. Okay, one of those, I was going to say, I think one of those is not mine. The unfortunate part about the glider gun is that if you're not far away from people, it will just arc directly over their heads, which obviously not going to work out too well. Or rather, not even arc over their heads. That one arced right around me. Like, I was walking in the... I threaded the needle. I was directly in the middle of where it was, so... where it could have been. You know, evil lackey guy or better admin comes around with a robot that looks like a guinea pig is just hilarious. Yeah, it's a little bit, the intimidation factor is a little bit low when you come around here with a seal head model. Like, come on now. So, you're trying to farm Void Arc for Glam and 14. People do not know how to do this raid anymore. No, they absolutely have no idea. I was one of the ones that had no idea what I was doing. I got hit by the ecliptic meteor thing that happened because I was too dumb to go behind the big old thing when we did it for the stream, so, oh well. You just watched an entire group of 8 wipe to the 3rd boss. You fucking seen every pair of shoes that isn't the pair you want. This is stupid. Boy, that sounds about right, actually, because I read somewhere that the likelihood of you getting a drop in a video game is the inverse of the amount that you want it. So the more that you want it, the less likely it's going to drop, basically. So
This is true.
fairly true. I find it fairly true in most cases. Yeah, the incompetence of randoms, indeed. We got the afterburner gun from that fight. It's a worse Rayfall, but we don't have Rayfall yet, so if you want to use it on something like a Lightning Sky, it can do pretty good. So, why would we do that? We've never heard of you. Sergey had never heard of you, so... Yes, Marcia, but they were lying through their teeth. It's she has no idea how true that is. We should probably keep moving, yeah, before they wake up and then decide to try to take it out on us again. But there's our afterburner. Now, this maze area that we're coming up on is where a decent number of really good parts are, so we're going to try to fight all the fights in here. I think you have to fight all the fights in order to move on, but I'm not 100% sure, so... It don't look too fun to me. Look at... Yeah, I was going to say, look at that thing. Yeah, time of our lives in here. And they give you a save point out here, but they won't give you another save point until you're all done with the maze, so be very careful. You do have a checkpoint, but you have to do this next entire 30 to 45 minute segment without saving. So... And it's a maze, like straight out of Digital Devil Saga 2's last floor before you fight, what is it, Indrajit? What was his actual name in the game? I forget. I know it was Indrajit was the actual thing, but there was another name for him that I forget, and it's only been like 6 months. Like, holy shit, you'd think I would remember at this point. Sounds funny. The more you want it, the less likely you get it. How fucking relatable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there aren't any optional fights. Like I said, even though you could probably take the path right to the end of this place, I don't think you can actually do anything in there until you fought all of these people, so... Really, it's pretty light in here. I mean, looks like the floors have good lighting, so... Meganata, that's what it is. Yeah, Megalo something. Yeah, Meganata was the name. That boss was a trip and a half, I'll tell you what. Oh, boy. Stay close, he says, and then they all wander off without me. Oh, I guess they're leaving me my own devices, so fair enough. Oh, okay, hello. Yeah, they'll just jump right out and fight you. They won't even bother with the small talk. They just jump out and they want to fight, so we'll give them a fight. Alright, so let's see what we got here. The good part about this section of the game, though, is that it kind of cuts out on the here's 20 minutes of dialogue interspersed by a single fight. They just say, nope, go straight to the fight. There's going to be like 8 or 9 fights in here, and it just goes straight into them, you know? So, alright, Earth Model, Gatling Gun. Nothing too special about this one, I don't think. I need key to open the door? How unfortunate that the last guy has the key. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so this one's kind of similar to Eliza's Coliseum. It's Panic Walls, except instead of it being the cubes moving, it's just the walls that go up and down, so... It's interesting. It gives you some mobile cover, so you have to keep yourself moving, but that's okay. I don't mind that. We'll go back to the vertical gun because it's an aerial beauty model, so vertical makes sense. Float pods seem like a good idea. And hopefully soon we'll get a gun that is not the vertical gun, so I can actually stop using that damn thing. I've used it enough for one playthrough, thank you very much. I got a 3, shit. Mash for your life! I'm going over here. We got it down to a 2, that's okay. It's not okay anymore. I want to go home. There we go. Did that just interrupt my, Well, there's a Geo Trap. Let that go. Oh, okay. But yeah, her knockdown resistance is not so good because she's in an Aerial Beauty model, so you can kind of overload her to some extent. Oh, that wasn't going to work. To some extent. I should probably stop playing dumb, shouldn't I? There we go. These. Oh, okay. Look at the cover I got now. Fantastic. Go here. Let her shoot her gun off because her gun has a little bit of ending lag anyway. Haha! Oh, we didn't knock each other over. That's okay. There we go. Got her. Still behind a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get there. It's just the Geo Trap. It does pretty good damage if you hit them with it, so... I just haven't had the opportunity to really get in there and inflict a lot of damage, you know. We'll use our cover while we have it. Or just ignore my iframes on my thing there, like, good lord. Did it again, damn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it ignored the iframes on my charge twice there, which is not exactly good. I'm partially just playing dumb, though, to be honest. I'm not playing the way that I probably could or should be in this particular situation, so... That's okay. We'll do it again. So the vertical gun didn't really work too well in that particular case. What should I use instead? Maybe the needle gun would work better? Okay. We'll give that a shot. I did get fucked up, yeah. It's okay, it'll happen. It just happens occasionally. We'll just have to do with this. Or is it only one path and they place the guards on doorways? No, there's multiple paths to get there. It's just that you... Like I said, as far as I know, you can't interact with the end of it until after the fact. Like, you can't interact with the end of the area until... Afterburner? Maybe I could try the Afterburner. Draws opponent toward... Yeah, actually, drawing my opponent toward me might not be a bad idea, either. So, let's do this. The float ones weren't really working too well. We could try the diving pods. I'm just going to try out a few things, because why not? Can't get the striking shoes to save your life, you're taking a break. Yeah, probably a good idea. Just, you know, give it some time, then come back to it, you know. Although the Afterburner leaves me with a ton of end lag, so this might not work out either, but I'll see what I can do. We will make it work if we have to. Alright, let's roll over because... Or that could happen. Or that could happen. I just did the exact same thing I did at the beginning of the last one, didn't I? I'm really jonesing for that charge, apparently. This Gatling gun is messing me up, though, I'll tell you what. Diving pods, yeah, whenever you're ready to actually do what you're supposed to do, I would appreciate it. It's working pretty well on this particular map, the Gatling gun is, that is, because it's... The cover is so weird, you know what I mean? Like, because it's moving at all times, and she's moving at all times, which is making it very difficult for me to get inside and actually, you know, do this to her. Which is all I've been wanting this whole time. Okay. Oh, okay. There we go. Make some space. Or that could happen too. Okay, seriously, game, what the goddamn shit was that? Like, come on, I was in a situation where I could have hit her and she moves a pixel to the left. Okay. Yeah, make some space, proceeds to run to the enemy. I should counter Gatling gun with Gatling gun, yeah, probably. So. Damn, this lady could beat Rahu. She's beaten me more than Rahu's beaten me. You've seen the scouting shoes fucking 5 times? Oh my lord, yeah, that's quite a lot. And the hat of healing in like 8 of the 9 runs you've done, really? What feels better than love? Hitting between a block and counterattack with your combo by accident and learning how to actively use this. Boy, that would be nice. One of these days. Yeah, I don't think the Afterburner... Well, I don't think I worked really well in that particular case, but the Afterburner definitely didn't work. These didn't work either, so we'll go with these. I'll use the needle gun. Because it goes up in the air, too. So, like, I know it doesn't have good left-to-right tracking, but it goes up in the air, which is where she's going to be. So it should allow me to get a little bit of extra everything off. And it has good knockdown as well, so... Yeah, like that. Just gonna run the hell away from her before she starts doing exactly that. There we go. She curved the bullet. She was in Wanted, apparently. You see the bullets curve there. Actually, it's got okay homing, the needle gun there. It's not great, but it's okay. Oh, good, I got her. I'm gonna get the hell... Okay, I was gonna say, I'm gonna get the hell out of here before she decides to get cheeky here, which is exactly what she just did. Here. There we go. Get some extra damage off. Get the hell out of here before she gets cheeky with the Gatling gun again. I was kind of hoping, but wasn't wasn't working in my favor, that one. There we go. Aw. Get me the hell out of here. Find some cover that's actually up, because this cover is not up at the moment. Okay, like... starting to get a little annoyed at that, actually. Where she'll jump a pixel away from where my shots would hit, and then I still get hit by all of her shots. But, I mean... I guess it'll happen, right? Like, this is normal. We got her. Good. Yeah, forcing me to adapt or get shit on, exactly. Like this map, the walls change often enough so that you get comfortable, and then they change layout. Yep. She did give us a very solid reward, though, for beating her. The Dragon Gun. Probably one of the most powerful non-illegal guns in the game. It moves slow, but it homes really well, and it does a lot of damage and knockdown, so probably try it out. Maybe also stop with these floating pods. They never really worked for me. Well, honestly, though, with models that are like aerial beauty models, they're going to spend more time in the air than they are on the ground. So the spider pods wouldn't really work there either because they wouldn't be on the ground to get hit by them. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's grab that while we're here. So yeah, there's your Dragon Gun. Literally broken. Dragon Gun is, in fact, top tier in this game. Yeah, it's pretty damn fantastic. So maybe we'll get a chance to demonstrate it even. Got nerfed a bit in the DS title, but still good. Yeah, it does, like, way more damage than it probably has any right doing, so... Now, this battle probably won't be a good example for the Dragon Gun because it's so slow-moving, and they have a Swift with a trap gun, so that's just great. So basically, we want to knock her down because it's a Swift model, so not really going to work too well. All of the maze areas here are going to have some version of panic walls. So in this case, it's scramble walls, a more difficult version of the panic wall stage. The walls here elevate in an odd pattern, and by that I mean they will move even more randomly than the panic walls moved. So that's just great. So there's the Dragon Gun. Looks absolutely ridiculous, but you know. Let's use the flame gun, because why the hell not? And you're not going to be moving up too much, so let's do the spider pods again in a standard F. Smash her to the side where where one of my pods is or something. A little girl Robo is back, indeed. It's okay, we'll see what we can do. Gotta mash a little bit because I'm a little bit off on my timing here. And okay, well, you're going to tick over right away and get the advantage, but that's okay. Those traps were very well placed. I did not even see them at all. Alright, let's do this. I heard the traps that time, so... Oh, good. Still managed to hit her, and even though it didn't look like I was going to. But yeah, the nice thing about this particular model of Robo that we're fighting, again, is that she's got, like, no knockdown resistance whatsoever, so you can kind of just overload the sin out of her. Oh, that's not gonna work. Actually, it kind of did, because she got knocked down immediately, so I don't know if that was my pod doing that or what, but hey, I'll take it, right? But yeah, see, that's the thing with trap pods, is that you kind of can't see them until they start spreading out like that, so it's kind of hard to dodge them in that particular situation, because, yeah, they go where they want to go. They do what they want to do. It's fine, though. I was going to say, can you run, like, directly into that? I would appreciate that. Ow. That was not very smart. But that's okay. Good. That's what I wanted. Get the extra damage off. But yeah, I mean, the charges on this model do like 80 damage while she's knocked down, so like that's kind of absurd. It makes it really easy to like knock her down quite a bit. But yeah, these guys aren't easy, so don't, you know, if you lose once or twice against these people in the maze, they're actually pretty good, so don't, worry about it if you do lose. I got away with murder just there because she was like a pixel away from getting into Rebirth. So the charge-focused model is more like Metal Bear's charge is probably the best charge in the game because it's pretty much exactly like Ray's, except instead of you going through the opponent, you knock your opponent away from you, and it does a shitload of damage. So if there's anything that's like a charge-focused model, that would be it. But yeah, it's kind of just like an oh shit button, basically, is when you charge. So it's like a, hey, I have a huge opening that my opponent allowed me to have, so I'm going to use it, and I'm right on top of them. Or it's a, I need to go through this gunfire type of a deal, so you use it to do that. But there's a lot of ending lag on it, so you got to be careful when you do it, or else you can get rocked, so... What is that snout? You think all these robot-based anime games would be popular in the US, but they weren't really. Metabots, Custom Robo, why do these never sell well? Challenge. Next fight, use the little girl Robo? Oh, good lord. Oh, man, that would... I mean, I can try it. I don't think it's gonna work. I can try it, though. But yeah, the music's kind of funky. It's kind of this weird, like, techno style. It's interesting. I like it, so... But yeah, charging, not really something that you can do as a single method of damage. Like your usual method of damage is going to be your guns, shortly followed thereafter by your bombs or your pods, and then your charge is kind of a last resort. So what do we got for data here? We got Splendor with a drill. That's great. Burrow, diving, long thrust. So nothing particularly stand out, other than the fact that he's using an armor model. It's Panic Walls, so that might be interesting to use. Alright, Lifeblood says use the Lolita, so let's use the Lolita, shall we? Yeah, I still gotta stick with the blue. It just looks the best out of all of them, to be honest. He's got a drill gun, so I need to play it like... I want to play long range, but that is not what this thing is even remotely geared towards doing. I guess it's just got lots of speed, but, I don't know. I don't even know what to do here. If he's going to play at that short range, maybe I should use the Gatling gun. And then we'll do this. I can actually set spider pods very well with this set, so... And then I'm going to stick with the ground legs because we aren't really going to be jumping, like, at all. So, yeah, we'll just see what we can do with this. I love how I said before, I'm like, I don't know if I can see this being a good thing for this model, and then I just went ahead and used it myself. As a matter of fact, thinking about that, maybe I'll use the flame gun because it's got decent down and it works better with this model, so... Going close. If you have the Swift, just go short range. Yeah, that's probably true. You know what? This battle's going to go terribly for me anyway. Let's use the shotgun. Shotgun with ground legs. Why the hell not? You're literally just playing devil's advocate, and it's working. It's okay. I mean, I don't care. Like, I got 2.5 hours to burn anyway, so... At this point, it's like 2 hours, but... Well, you know. We got time to burn, and we only got about 10 fights left in the game, so I'm okay with it. Rahu's gonna take us half an hour, but, you know. It's okay, though. I have a disadvantage. Tick over. How did you not tick over? You were on one for, like, way longer than I was on anything else. Okay, so I gotta stay away from everything, because if I get hit by anything, I get knocked down. So, yeah. I am really fucking fast, though. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, this is way faster than it has any right being. Like, holy shit. He really wants to get in close with that drill gun, though. I'm just gonna keep using pods and bombs. I don't fucking care. Like, what am I... What do I care, right? Okay. Get me out of that so I can just shoot him like that. There we go. I wonder what her charge looks like. I haven't tried it, but maybe I'll try it after we... Like, if we get into the point where he gets knocked down or something, then maybe I'll try the charge, because it'll... Oh, okay, okay. Abort mission. Back up! Abort mission! Drill gun incoming! Maybe not. Spider pods protect me. I've jumped over my own explosion. That's very good. Spider pods keep protecting me. Aw. I thought the wall was coming down in such a way that I'd be able to do that, but it didn't, so... Yeah, that charge is really bad. It just, like, it basically takes the only situation where you'd use a charge, and you jump directly over it, so... Ugh. That would take a lot of getting used to for me to do it, I think. That's not even close to the amount of range that I need to have. Alright. Nope, still not close enough. There we go. Ow. I got it, but I was hurting for it. It's kind of like a corkscrew sort of a charge, basically. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Can be, anyway. More bombs. More pods. More bombs. More pods. All the pods. There we go. Look at that. I can't even believe. That wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be, now that I think about it. I'm not incredibly sold on its ability to actually do things, but hey, if it works, it works. A win's a win is a win, I guess. Best decision you ever made, to use a little girl Robo. Looks hilarious. This is how you use the knuckle gun in Arena. High risk, high damage, and reward. Yeah, exactly. The person who has creative rights to your 14-character Fantasia'd into a Vera. Oh. Okay. Swift isn't that bad, in your opinion. The problem is how easily you get knocked down. Yeah, then if I had more knockdown resistance than that, I'd be fine with it. But unfortunately for me, the armor model, which does have more knockdown resistance of the little raiders, looks like garbage. So I'm pretty sure it's the Shrike that we've been fighting this whole time. And even then, those guys got knocked down pretty easily too, so yeah. Yes, you are. Well, I mean, you got beat by a Swift, so... Alright, let's just follow one path until we finish it up, and then we'll go back. Like, if I see the parts generator, that'll be my cue to go back, basically. Because that's the end of the path. And as a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the end of the path right here. As far as I know, you can't go any further than this and actually find anything. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to basically wait for Marcia and Sergei and Harry to get out of the maze. And, well, they're not out of the maze yet, so... Even if you go to other paths, which you're moving a lot faster than they are, they aren't out of the maze yet, so... And we just go all the other different directions we could have gone, like this one. I don't know why there's an earthquake every time some of these people come out. Maybe it's because they're more rotund, but that's kind of mean. Is that a metal bear with a stun gun? Oh, fuck me, it's a metal bear with a stun gun. God damn it. Oh, this is a long-range fight if I've ever seen one. Losing to a Swift shouldn't be an insult. Yeah, it's just the lack of ability to... It's because I get knocked down so easily. That's why I was saying it's an insult. So... Good lord, you need to fight you and me and nuke me with the combination of parts that don't make sense to me. I mean, yeah, I'd probably just be screaming the whole time. Be like, what? What's going on? Remember when you said no speed, only defense, and you just remember in one fighting game you were playing a speed dude because you can't play the rest because they're uncomfortably slow. Apparently in this case it worked out pretty well for you because, hey, there we go. I mean, do we just try other models at this point? I'm going to keep using Ray, obviously, but I'm kind of jonesing for this Earth model a little bit because, I mean, this is a short-range model. I need the dragon gun for this, though, I think, because this isn't going to go well without it. So, yeah, standard pod. He wants to keep moving, so the faint pods might not actually be too bad, but their time, I think, is a little... Well, no, they're not as low as the spiders. They're the same as the spiders, so... And I definitely want high jump in this case, so... Let's try the Earth model out. Why the hell not, right? Yeah, the bear just one-shot charges me, basically. Metal bear with a stun gun. That is kind of beefy. That's why I need this gun, because the knockdown resistance is so high. What was it, Panic Walls? Panic Walls, okay, that's fine. Yeah, little girl grew up into that. Looks like a Catwoman. She does, in fact, have a tail on this model, actually. I've only ever noticed it, like, way after a fight. I'm like, is that a tail? Okay. Female Son Goku over here. Whatever, whatever floats your boat, I guess. She is pretty slow, but we'll make do with her being pretty slow. No big deal. But yeah, we can jump really high in the air and do that with the dragon gun, so... It's, this gun is busted. Let's just say that. It homes really well, it does a lot of damage, even if it doesn't necessarily knock them down as much as it could. There's the stun gun, and that's why I don't like getting hit by it, because, I mean, that's 200 damage he just did to me, so... It's a good demonstration of the stun gun. I don't know about this gun with this model, though, now that I'm looking at how it's all working, because, like... It's got a lot of end lag. Like, I lose practically my entire movement in the air once I use it, you know? So, I mean, I guess it's not a huge deal, but...
Not against a short-range opponent.
Yeah, against a short-range opponent it works, but, like... Yeah, I mean, I'm losing... I can't move until I'm almost on the ground again. And that is not what you want to do with an aerial beauty. You want to be moving constantly. So, in the air, especially, so, yeah. By the way, this gives you a little sneak preview of how it's all going to go in the post-game, because in the post-game, I'm going to be using a bunch of different models, and this Aerial Beauty is one of them. Because I like the Earth model. It's pretty good. And there we go. Yes, the Dragon Gun is the homing gun, and it goes scree when you shoot it, exactly. Holy shit, I was right, Dirty. The ending lag after you shoot is the drawback, so the worm gun took that away. Yeah, so this is why we say that illegal parts are so busted, because the worm gun is illegal, and it took away the only drawback to the dragon gun. So, not really, considering you can't fucking miss. I mean, yeah, it's very hard to miss with the dragon gun, so, yeah. Oh, okay, well, I guess that makes some sense. Where exactly did I go in this maze already? Oh, I went down here, okay. So, this is where I came from. Let's go this way first, actually. Because we should come back around to her, yeah, if we do that. Okay. I think we've explored most of the left side of the maze now, actually, so we can go to the right now. But yeah, we actually don't have most of the models that I want to use at the moment. We're going to get... let's see. So we have the Earth model, we have Ray, and I think that's it in terms of the models I want to use. I know there's a Lightning Sky I want to use later on, there's the Buggy, and then there's the Metal Bear, and I think you get all three of those in the post-game, so... I'm kind of... I mean, I have a sixth model that I think I'm going to use, but it's kind of just like a, well, I don't have anything better to do type of a model, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really know what else to use at this point, but... Yeah, we're waiting for the Buggy. Yep, exactly. Once we get the Buggy, and we get the stun gun, oh my god, that combination is fucking disgusting. Destroys every... Oh my god, speaking of destroys everything, here's the splash gun. So these have... They're short medium range, but they can briefly stop your foe, and if I remember right, this thing has really... It spreads like a lot, but all of the... It's not like a shotgun where it spreads and that makes it so it does less knockdown. It spreads and all of them still can knock you down pretty good, so... Yeah, we gotta be a little careful with this one. We got a metal ox too, which is kind of disgusting. With scramble walls... Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit gross. Honestly, I'm okay with this particular setup. It worked pretty well last time, with the exception of me not being able to move. I might even go Gatling gun, because that'll work okay with this particular model, so why not? We'll try this out. There will be 10 unconscious women and 1 dude. We all know where this is going. Oh my god. think the splash gun was a better shotgun because of something. Yeah, it is. It's better than the shotgun because it has a little more range to it, and it has decent knockdown even if you don't hit with most of the projectiles. So I'm gonna go over here. All right, wait to mash and mash now because we're out. So all right, set these up while I've got a little second here. Yeah, so that's why you want to use the splash gun. Is exactly what he just did there. Like, look at how much of a trap that could be for your opponent if you use that, and they're slow on the ground. Like, if I was using another metal grappler model, it would not go well for me at all. I like that, actually. That's not bad. Gatling gun with this model. So I can kind of dodge out of the way, and I've got some good homing properties on my weapon there, so... I'm not exactly using the Aerial Beauty for exactly what I usually use it for, but hey. If it works, right? Okay, get me the hell out of here before he starts getting any ideas. Set some more traps up. I'm a little slow on the ground, which is unfortunate, but, I mean, I'm using an Aerial Beauty model. If I wanted to be fast on the ground, I wouldn't be using this model. we would have her grow down, basically. We would have her go back to being a Swift. If I wanted to use this for on the ground. Oh my god. I can't believe I got away from that. That's incredible. You know what it is? No, I actually know why that lady now was able to get just a pixel away from my shots before. It's because her model was so slender. I didn't even think about that because I'm so used to Ray, but no, it's because her model was so slender. That's why she could get away from me. Oh, okay. Well, that was something. But yeah, you see the spam that you can do with the splash gun? You can just splash bomb, splash pod, splash bomb, splash pod, and there's nothing they can do. They just take all that damage. So, it gets a little ridiculous after a while, but it's okay. We played good keep away in this one, though, so that's good. Sayonara, sucker! Wait, the model with the double jump and aerial mobility is called Earth. Yes, the irony is not lost on me. Marsha has Milky Way. I think they just wanted an excuse to have a space theme. Yeah, probably. It is a futuristic game, so having a space theme, it makes sense. And I mean, the speed model is Mira's model, and it's called Sol, so, I mean, you know. So you got a sun, a planet, and then the stars. Opposite extremes is kind of your thing. All or nothing, you're not good at doing anything else. Something tells me you would be playing a Metal Bear and Little Raider because you just realized that you like extremes. Well, you've seen me play all these other things, so... you know how that goes. Hey, Dream, how's it going? Welcome. Did I watch that show Robotica as a kid? It doesn't sound familiar. There were a few robot shows that I watched as a kid. I think I watched a good chunk of Reboot as a kid. I don't remember any of it, but I do remember watching a little bit of it. So, I mean, obviously there's Transformers... that sort of stuff, but yeah, Robotica not ringing a bell, unfortunately. Sorry to say it. Robots would race around a figure eight, go through a labyrinth or gauntlet, and battle each other. Oh, that sounds kind of interesting. No, that's okay, Dream. It's fine. I knew what you meant, but yeah, it sounds kind of interesting. Maybe I'll have to check it out sometime. Just look it up, you know. I'm going to go back around this way and just go up this way and make sure that the direction that we went with this lady it just feeds right back into this, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, so... let's go this way first, and then we'll go up the center after we're done with that. So, yeah, welcome, Dream. We're taking care of a fun house, and I say that in heavy, bolded quotes. We have to go through a maze to get to the final boss here, and we have to fight all these people. Okay, so another seal head, that's great, with a needle gun and then a smash bomb. Explodes above your head. So no short range, got it. Seeker pods, we've seen those not really work for me too well before, so... but we've got a needle gun to deal with, so we gotta deal with that. Panic walls with a funky big head is kind of gross because the needle gun will just go right over all the cover because he's gonna jump over all of it. So, I mean, we can switch back to Ray now, I think, and then get our balls rocked because I'm so used to the Aerial Beauty model now. So, I mean, I'm kind of figuring I could just use the dragon gun, but I feel like that's maybe I should just use my own needle gun. I feel like if I use the dragon gun at this point, it's kind of cheap, you know what I mean? I mean, that's why you use it, because it's cheap, but hey, fair enough, right? Let's use the float pods, because again, those usually work okay for people in the air. Like how the main character floats every time they jump from under the floor. Yeah, there's just a little bit of anti-air going on there. Here, let me take a drink before I start, just in case. You never know. All right. So this person shouldn't dodge around my gunfire very easily, right? Because they're not slender. It's a funky big head. It's got a big head. That's kind of the point. It's a bigger target. Oh, look at that. 2 to 6. Yeah, let me get the hell over there right now. And go. And then leave a bunch of spiders, or actually those are floats. Never mind. I mean, it works, though. They're doing what they're supposed to do, which is making it harder for them to actually get up in the air, so... Get the hell away from me with those needles. I'm the only one allowed to do that, don't you know? Come on, Pod, get him while I'm down. Okay, that works. I can't believe... the funky big head juked me. What the hell? There we go. I think they got hit by one of the pods there, too, because that exchange should not have happened the way that it did. At least not the way that they moved when that exchange happened, anyway. The pods that I'm using, these float pods, I think, personally, my experience is that they work better when you have a wall between you and your opponent, because then you can kind of set yourself up a little bit better that way, you know, because you've got all that space. So, should not have shot a bomb off there, but that's okay. It works, it works. It didn't work, that's the problem. That was the Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man meme that just happened just there. Because we both ran right on top of each other and needle gunned. That's funny. I couldn't even get away from that. That's okay though. This game is just so much fun at times though. Like I get a little annoyed at it sometimes when stupid shit happens, but like there's just so much fun to be. Like look, we just did it again. Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. That was that fight. Good lord. Any of you guys know Skullgirls? I'm familiar with the game, but I'm not familiar with playing it because I have not played it. Like I know what the game is, but I haven't played it, so I'm not that familiar with it, unfortunately, Lifeblood, so. Been making money, losing weight, and increasing your backlog of games, movies, series, and YouTube. Part of that sounds, 2 out of 3 sound very good there, Dream. The increasing backlog, I mean, it's good that you have a lot of good games to play, but I know what it's like to have a really big backlog. I have like 100 projects I want to do for the stream. So, happened again when you cut a portion of your post, spread it into 2. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it, Dream. You're good. Hadn't seen this game before, but saw you online. Decided to check it out before work. 6 hours of tutoring in this afternoon and evening. Okay, well, feel free to hang out until the tutoring begins, Dream. It's a pretty cool game. I like it. We got the standard bomb K, which means we can use it to knock people down automatically now, so that's good. Excuse me. It deletes the part that you cut, but then pastes in the whole post, even the stuff that was posted originally. Oh boy. That's not good. Well, yeah, because you'll wake up and it'll be just as dark as it was in your head. You want to see me use the knockdown gun? You want to see me do it again? Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got here. That's a tank head with... Is that a Meteor Storm gun? Yeah, it is. Okay. I mean, that's a little sketchy, but I think we could be okay with it. Not going to let me be up in the air very much because of the float pods, but it's okay. Scramble walls. So, This is tempting, isn't it? No, there's been a couple of other dudes. There was at least one on the other path. So, yeah. This is tempting because of his gun choice, but I might use the needle. I don't know about the needle, though. He's going to be up in the air, though, some more, so I'm going to want to use those, but yeah, see, there you go. So all these other ones have, you know, they've got okay stuff. This is exactly the same as the standard S, except it just has maximum knockdown, so yeah, constantly launch these bombs. Launch them as much as possible because they will run them out of hiding and they will run them out of knockdown resistance very quickly, so that's the important part. Meteor Storm, Meteor Storm. What am I going to use against a Meteor Storm? I mean, Gatling gun, I guess, would work okay. Could use the vertical gun again, but I don't know. Well, maybe, because this model isn't exactly slender like the Earth model now, is it? So, we've used the vertical gun enough, but... No, you know what? That's actually a good reason to not use it. We've used it enough. Let's use the Gatling gun. I'm gonna regret this, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Alright, we got a 5. That's not bad. Let's not mash yet. And start mashing now, because, yeah, we'll go tick down to 1. Looks like we're out at the same time. That's good. I can work with that. Okay. That's the only thing I got to watch for, though, with this particular, with the Gatling gun, is that I don't set myself down in the open, because if I set myself down in the open, it's not going to work okay for me. So... as I set myself down in the open and get hit again. It's playing a good keep-away game, though, I'll tell you what. We're gonna end up killing him with bug bites! It's okay, though. Hey, there we go. Gotta head off with the pod. Get away from that, though. Oh, we hit him with one of the bombs. That's good. That's how I know, because we knocked him down immediately, and it's a tank head, so there ain't no way in hell that I'm normally knocking that thing down, so... Like, look, I can't even knock it down like that, so... Launching them bombs. Not really using your Meteor Storm gun for a whole lot now, are you? And you're playing good keep away, but once I get in your face, it doesn't really work out for you. Hey, I managed to even hit a few of those. Nice. Keep launching them bombs. Basically, once the payload goes off, that's when you can shoot the bombs again, so... You're trying to confuse me by having your pods be the same as my pods. And it's working. Oh, I was kind of hoping the payload, he would, like, fall on top of it. Oh, well. Punish him for landing lag. I can't believe those went over top of the walls. Yeah, the Gatling gun, I guess, is pretty good. I don't usually use it very often, but it's pretty good. It's the shots kind of have weird homing properties to them, which is why I usually don't use them, but hey, whatever works for you. And there you go. Easy as that. What kind of class do you guys prefer to play? Tank, support, damage dealer? You fit support the best, as much as you hate to admit it's the same. In online games, you play the class most able to play the game solo. Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. It's horrible in games like League of Legends, but we all have horror stories or have heard horror stories from that fucking games community. As for you tend to lean towards DPS, something that can drain health, maybe. I tend to gravitate more towards healer because it's usually the job that nobody wants to do, you know? So I'm like, no, I'll do it because I can make most of these things fun, even if it's not necessarily fun. So, like in the very brief jaunt that I had in the Elder Scrolls Online, I was building a healer character, which that game's community hates healers. They say that they're completely unnecessary for endgame play. Which, I mean, I guess the one tank that you can use in the game, if you make a Necromancer tank in the Elder Scrolls Online, you can, like, basically self-sustain, so fair enough. But I was not planning on playing in group content, I was planning on playing solo, and that was part of the reason the Elder Scrolls Online community shit on me on Reddit, so that's fun. It's okay, I just stopped playing their game. Ha! Take that! We got a drill gun, good. Now I can use the Swift model to even greater effect because I can actually knock things down from a halfway decent distance. Heal support, or CC support. Heal support, CC support relies on people being competent, which is rare. Your best Realm of the Mad God character was a priest, if you remember correctly. Yeah, it just depends on the game, really, and it depends on how the kit for the healer is and how the community feels about healers. Because if your kit can be fantastic, but if the community doesn't like healers, you're never going to get any slots in a group faction thing unless it's like a random roulette thing. So, I mean, probably not. Yeah. So, all right, next one. I think this is going all the way up and around, and that left path is going to take us out of the maze, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh, look, another aerial beauty model. Is that a V laser? I think so. Yeah, that's going to be a little interesting as well. So we need something with good homing properties. Still prefer CC support, so like... crowd control support. I was still trying to think of what CC... Yeah, crowd control. Like in League of Legends, you like to play a Nautilus. See, I'll let the stream in on a little secret. I've never played League of Legends in my life before. Not at all. So I have no experience whatsoever with that game. So whenever anybody says anything about it, I pretty much just have to take their word for it. But yeah, it's not really... I don't know, it just never really appealed to me. At one point in college, this one dude who was really, really good at the game wanted to teach a few people how to play it. Because he was like, I think he was winning at like a state level, if I recall correctly. He couldn't quite win it out at nationals, but he was winning on a state level tournaments at the time. So he was pretty good. And he wanted to teach a few people, and he kept asking me, and I was like, I don't know, man. I've never really been a big fan of anything like online related. And yeah, so. Conker's never played League either. Good. It's not just me. You started a 4 White Mage file in Final Fantasy 1 on the PS1 once, didn't even bother finishing it. Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, it's probably doable, but it would probably be pretty boring, because for the beginning of the game, if you can't hit them with Dia, you're stuck with doing like 8 damage a hit, basically, so there'd probably be a bit of grinding involved. I'll read the rest of the chat once I'm done with mashing out of this 3. How do I keep getting these? Like, it should be a 1 in 6 chance. But whatever, it's fine. No big deal. Alright, set these down. Let those pods go. I don't know why I'm getting so close. I don't need to be that close. Ow. I don't need to be that close to use this thing. But yeah, see how she can kind of jump over the... oh, okay. How she can kind of jump over the homing property on it a little bit? Yeah. But if she gets hit by it, well, knockdown, so... Actually, the V-Laser's kind of interesting because it leaves that trail, so... Like, if you walk back into the trail after the fact, you can still get hit by it, which I think is kind of interesting. Like, if I walked into any of those trails just there, I'd still get hit by it. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of interesting. Ow. Jumped right into that one. Let's just get that off while she's still shooting. See what I mean? Like that. I just did it again. I was about to say, I don't think that's... I don't really have anywhere to go, but yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Even though I did it anyway. Oh, dodge right into it. Okay, Dragon, you gotta work with me here a little bit. There you go. Oh, she got knocked down by something. Oh, probably my bomb, yeah. I always get confused, even though I'm using the the standard bomb that knocks them down. Like, you'd think I wouldn't be as confused about, hey, this is how that worked, but yeah. Can I get another pod off? No, not yet. There we go. Both the pods. Alright, we'll just let that go while she does whatever she's doing over there. Ooh, nice. It's a little unfortunate, but hey, if it works, it works. Nice. Got her. So I guess in this particular case with the V-Laser, you actually want to stand still, which is kind of hard in this game, to be honest. I usually don't like standing still in this game, but it lets you stick in one place. I got the freeze bomb. Okay, that's not too bad. It's kind of similar to the standard S, except it's, I think, a little bit slower, if I recall correctly. So, maybe in a different life, lady. Let's see. Didn't miss much, trust you. Didn't miss nothing by playing League of Legends. This is dumb. Even on paper, you'd have to hunt for all the enemies to get past this game, past this part. Yeah, because, like I said, I'm pretty sure if you try to go out of here without fighting everything, your 3 characters that are with you just aren't, well, with you. They didn't get out of the maze yet, so they're still trying to figure their way around. 4 White Mage would be so boring at the beginning. Yeah, that's what I thought. League of Legends existed, used to use LOL to refer to the Lands of Lore series, fun games. See, I'm not familiar with the Lands of Lore, but I feel like, yeah, that would definitely confuse a few people now. So, here are the horror stories of the balancing of LOL. Trust me, they are true. GBA version of FF1 can break White Mage parties. Like, if you clear Whisperwind Cove and get the ultimate weapon, you win the game, because White Wizards have bonkers HP and have the potential to cap it. Yeah, it's... Basically, if you ever want to make a white mage an attacker, play either the PSP or GBA versions of Final Fantasy 1 and go get the ultimate weapon, because you will just destroy the entire video game. Not that you need to. It's not that hard of a game to begin with, but, you know, you can. So, Ultima does more damage the higher your HP. FF9 Ultima is best Ultima. I'll tell you what, Dream, I'm actually planning on doing my very first playthrough of Final Fantasy IX sometime soon. So then I will know what Final Fantasy IX's Ultima looks like. It's one of two Final Fantasy games besides 11 in the main series that I have not played. So I'm planning on playing it before I do it for the stream, just so that way I have some idea of what I'm doing. So I didn't think it would work too well. See here, this guy's got the right idea. Shrike with a shotgun. There you go. That's exactly what you should be using on this model. So. Which FF has that giant mountain turtle optional boss? Yeah, that's 15. That's a post-game boss that you can fight, so, yep. And scramble walls. Okay, so it's a Shrike with a shotgun, so this thing will get knocked down by pretty much anything, so let's just use the flame gun, because that seems to work well on this model. How about the standard F, because that'll blow them away. We'll use the spider pods, because that also works pretty good, and then the feather. Talking about 9 there, Marie, it's kind of hard if you don't balance your party and have little class knowledge. I mean, I think it'll be okay. I already have a party that I kind of feel like I definitely want to use, but I think I'm going to try to use everybody equally just to see who's good at what, you know. Or maybe you're talking about Final Fantasy 1, actually, in terms of like not balancing the party and have a little class knowledge, yeah. Your Warrior Knight run, and that's how I know because of the next message. Warrior Knight run, only run, failed because you didn't grind enough at endgame, couldn't beat the final boss. Yeah, I could see that being a problem. The turtle, how's the fight with it? You saw the turtle fight in your game but didn't beat it, you just YouTubed it. It's very spongy Lifeblood. It has like a ton of health. You can cheese it though with a couple of cheese methods. Like you can use, there's a summon that you can use that actually like gets a finishing blow on it that like ignores its defense or some shit like that. And it's actually vulnerable to instant death, believe it or not. It's very hard to get it to work with it with the instant death, but it is vulnerable to it. So yeah, you can use it. So, but yeah, from my experience, it's very spongy. So that's pretty much what you need to know about that. All right, I'm gonna run uncomfortably close to this person with a shotgun, but it's okay, though. Alright, we'll lay one of these down. That really, his bomb is going to be the major difficulty here, but hey, if I keep knocking him down before I can even shoot my gun off, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, the music gets ridiculous in here. It totally reminds me of like a Mega Man X6-esque music, to be honest. As I say, this is uncomfortable for me because of the shotgun right there, but and he had the same idea. He was like, oh, shotgun range, and then, well, ow. I think he overloaded me. Ow. Get him, Spider Pod. There we go. I laid a trap, and it was semi-successful. Maybe I shouldn't be playing short range with the guy with the shotgun, though. I mean, I guess it's working okay, but that was dangerous. I had to be very careful with that. Yeah, see, I'm not really used to the flame gun's range, to be honest. I am, however, so used to the spider bomb's pod's timing at this point that I know when it's going to explode, and I know when I can wander past my own spiders. That's how much we've used it at this point. So, tell you what, though, I'm glad for no time limit. Because then I can just do whatever the hell here. I feel like he's doing more damage to himself than I'm doing to him. Like, it's... For somebody who's using the shotgun, he sure isn't getting close to me. So, I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb. I mean, that's just... We know that part, but... Alright, we got another couple of bombs to deal with, that's okay. Do that. I'll take the little extra damage for the bit of damage that I did to him. Oh, my pod made me not hit him there. Oh well. If it works, it works. We got him down. That's the important part. Okay, a little extra damage. One more exchange. That was my pod. was almost max range. See, he's spooked by the flame gun, though. Like, I can tell just from the way that he moves. You can see him jumping away from it every time I use it. And it's like, sir, that is not how your Robo is supposed to work. You're supposed to kind of run under it. But anyway. We got beast pods. Those are pretty good, actually. They're kind of similar to spiders, but they're more aggressive, if I remember right. They have a larger radius of that they'll actually fight things in. So, well, maybe we'll try them out. Let's see here. You haven't touched 15, didn't look like your kind of game. I actually had a lot of fun with Comrades for 15. I was surprised that it was as fun as it was. Although the reason why I had fun with it is because I ended up basically fighting every single fight where you were supposed to fight it with 4 people by myself because the AI was so bad that it ended up dying. So you kind of had to fight these fights that were definitely geared for multiple people to fight solo, and it was interesting for me to kind of figure out how to do that, you know what I mean? So it was... We'll play 15 for the stream, though. It's interesting, I think, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. So, hope you enjoy 9. You have a plush Vivi you bought at PAX a few years ago on a whim. A lot of people like Vivi, and I suspect that I'll like him, too. He was in Kingdom Hearts 2 with a very small role, but I think I'll like him, so thanks. Excuse me. The most exposure you have to 15 is the crossover in 14. You two, both sides of that crossover, too. Only exposure to Final Fantasy you have is Kingdom Hearts and the behemoth quest of Monster Hunter World. Yeah, it's... I mean, there is some exposure outside of it, but usually if you want more exposure, you gotta play it yourself, so... I think we're done, actually. There's our drill gun. There's our freeze bomb. Not quite a freeze blow, but, you know. And then we got the beast pods. This is an upbeat version of an X theme. You're right about that, yeah, pretty much. You weren't aware of Monster Hunter crossover. Yes, that's what Monster Hunter MH means in that case, yeah. There's Behemoth, the Behemoth from the Final Fantasy series, specifically from 14, crossed over into the Monster Hunter world, so, yeah. Yep, the Eorzean's got Rathalos, Hunter's got Behemoth. It's not a fun fight, and you heard the extreme version of the fight is bullshit, it is. So 14 got the better part of that crossover, yeah, probably. Randoms just can't beat it with Master Rank equipment, and it frustrates you because solo is impossible. Great. Don't worry about that. Freeze blow is a very old joke that a few of your friends will ever understand. Yeah, I don't even know what it means, to be honest, and I would consider you a fairly good friend at this point, and I don't even know what it means, so... You got me on that one. Okay, I think this is actually the last fight, because this is going to lead us up towards the center here in a second. So, like you said, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, it's fine. Oh, good, we got another Lolita model at the very end. Swift with a vertical gun. Sky Freeze is a little upsetting, but the ground legs make sense, so... How many mooks are there in this damn maze? I think 10 is the total. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think there's like 10. And then after that, there's like 2 fights and the game's over, so like... That's it. It's fine. We're almost done. It's just, you know... I don't need this because this gun in particular is better for when you're fighting heavily armored models. So like Tank Head, Metal Bear... Trying to think of what other ones. So basically, if you're fighting an armor model, this is probably the bomb you want to use. But in the case of Swift, well... It's probably better to not even bother with immobilizing her, because we're just going to knock her down anyway, so just shoot a bomb that, you know, just does damage, basically. I think we try out the beast pods. What do you think? They're a little iffy in terms of getting used to them, if I recall correctly, but yeah, they've got really good homing on them. Hangs in the air once deployed, maybe not here then. Then homes in when a target approaches and jumps in front of it. Can deploy 3 pods at one time. So yeah, with this one, since she's going to be on the ground, maybe I'll just stick with the spiders, but it's pretty good, and we'll get a chance to use it in a little while. She's using the vertical gun. The Gatling gun worked pretty well against my vertical gun last time, so let's try that. You know, like KH2 has the underworld, that red dude with the big sword. Orin is his name in German. What's his deal? Orin is a character from Final Fantasy X, which is the other of the 2 Final Fantasies that in the main series that I have not played. I do know that Orin is basically a guardian, though, in that game from Final Fantasy X. Like, he guards the summoner. That's one of the main characters in that one, so... Yeah, his deal is, complex. I'm not even gonna move. Maybe I'll get lucky. Nope. I tried! It was not enough! Ow. Alright, listen. I ain't all about that life. that you were just about to give to me. Go get her spider pods. Got to stay on a little closer to her so the spider pods actually have some place to go. But, yeah, anyway. There we go. Just use our opportunity. I still get it off. Nice. Oh, that spider blew me up and tried to blow her up. Oop, that's not good. I don't think that's going to work either. Hey, works, works. And it didn't work there. Okay, just going this way. This is a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway. Say, I don't think I'm going to be able to do what I was about to just do there. Okay, now come over here so the spider pods can have a chat with you. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, I don't know why she didn't just vertical gun the shit out of me just there, but hey, whatever. Oh. Mine doesn't go over walls, though. There we go. Overloaded her. Perfect. And there's a spider down right here. Get those. Go away from that. And there you go. Alright. Whoa, hey, ho, ha. The wall got me there. I was kind of trying to cut it so that I could, like, go back before the walls went up, but the walls went up too fast. Aw, I got overloaded. That's okay. She's really fast. This Gatling gun might not be the best for this particular matchup, but hey, whatever. We'll make it work. I just gotta watch the vertical gun, that's all. Go back this way, see where the walls go. There we go. That works. I didn't want to go too far because I know my spiders were out, so... Oh, there we go. Point blank, bomb to the face! Spider trying to steal the kill there. The bomb was like, nope, definitely not. You also feel iffy about the Swift being called Lolita by you guys. No, it's a joke, but Lolita-style clothing is cute AF. Just don't read the book, Lolita. It's very complex. Like, what the fuck? 10 got real at times. Yeah, 10 had from what I understand, had a fairly interesting story. I just haven't played more than... Where did I get to? I think I got to the Mian High Road, if I recall correctly, and that was as far as I got. And usually what I consider blind is I'm going into a game where I know 25% of it or less, and that's like maybe 10% of it, so... Yeah, Lolita is just me saying, oh, well, that's what a, you know, small girl in goth outfit looks like on the internet, so there you go. I don't really know anything about it other than that, so. Anyone into mobile games, don't recommend starting Fate Grand Order right now if you want to do the event. It will be heavily time-gated for you and near impossible to finish. We're trying to save the reputation of Amazons.com. Oh boy. 5 more months or so until your vacation. That brings me to my area. Nice, just 2 cities this summer, not as grand as the 4 you hit last summer. Well, if you're in the area, hopefully the infrastructure is working okay for you. Right now, we have approximately 2 feet of snow on the ground, Dream. It is so high, it is up to my knees in the non-packed-in drifts, and I am 6'2", so yeah. Hopefully we get all that taken care of before you get here. It should. I mean, it'll all melt, but just being facetious. Skyfreeze Pod, she was using it in that fight, but it didn't really do a whole lot for us, so. Well, then why are you fighting on a tiled floor like this? Why aren't you fighting on carpet? Because there's no carpet left in the whole world. Hey, Grand Order, man, you're glad that you jumped out after the first 12 episodes. That shit looks confusing, like more confusing than KH. Gothic Lolita is one style of Lolita clothing. Sweet Lolita is a thing, too. Okay, see, that's how little I know about it, because that Gothic Lolita is all I knew, because I think, if I remember right, it was from when I first played Tales of Xillia, and it was like, I think somebody described Elisa's outfit as Lolita. And I was like, what the hell does that even mean? And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, okay, fair enough. I think you're somewhere near 25%, give or take. Okay. Well, I'll know how much it is when I play it for the stream, because I'm going to play it before I play it for the stream anyway, so, yeah. Yeah, no, we probably won't have snow in June. We have had packed ice that's been stuck in parking lots in June, though, before here, because they'll pile it all up in a parking lot somewhere, and it just, because it's all compacted on top of each other like that, it just won't melt until, like, July, so...
This is true.
So that's always fun. Oh, you didn't hear? People are expecting more winter storms for the Northeast later this week. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. We'll be snowed in again. We finally got snowed out today because the plows finally came down our street, but oh boy. Unless you moved to Siberia since last you knew my location. No, not yet, comrade. One day. That was the worst Russian accent you've ever heard. Let's continue. I think we're done. Yeah, we're done. See, they just wouldn't show up in this room if you didn't beat all of those people back there, so. Her outfit is Goth Lolly. Okay, gotcha. Why is Lolly censored for you? No clue. Yeah, I don't know. It's not censored for any of us, so I don't know if it's like a Twitch thing for your country or what, but I don't know. Well, you guys walked ahead of me, and then there was a fight. Yeah, there were a few. Yeah. Well, I'm just glad we're all back together here again, so. It's funny, though, because, like, I always get to this point in the game, and that whole stretch of being in the maze like that, I like the fact that it's fight after fight after fight, because before this, it's been like, you know, dialogue, then fight, mostly dialogue interspersed with a fight or two. It feels a little exhausting, to be honest, to do fight after fight after fight like that, because the game's gotten you so used to the other way, and I don't know if I feel good or bad about that, because I think it's good design, because it makes you feel so exhausted, and this is the final dungeon, so you should feel exhausted by the end, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Oh, speak of the devil, there she is. Along with a few lackeys. So I guess we're gonna square off. Germany really is no fun. Did you get in any fights? Hyde's new cache of parts. No, did you? Pretty much. Fair question. Did you get... Oh, okay. There are teleporters in this world. I mean, I guess they had them in Gen 1 of Pokemon, so not that shocking they'd have them here. Yeah, fair enough. Actual competent lackeys? Maybe. We'll see. So our technology is worse than theirs. I guess that's usually how it works, right? They have ancient technology that works better than modern. So... I mean, maybe. Oh, okay, where is it? So it already went into chrysalis form? I mean, look at what happened to Obero. He just got his ass kicked when he tried to control it, and it was not very happy with him. I mean, technically he's after Rahu for himself, but to destroy it, not to control it. This isn't Mass Effect 3's ending, Eliza. Come on now. We don't have a choice. You love the old school RPG logic of all of them were inside the same model. That's how you know they're a party. Yeah, they just split off from each other like a double team clone. So... Can we talk about evil groups in general, especially in Pokemon for a sec? Sure, Lifeblood, go right ahead. I'll fight these lackeys while you do it. So, and then I'll throw in my hat in the ring after that. Are you thirsting after him in the middle of your monologue? That seems a little interesting. It says a lot about your psyche. Oh, good lord. Alright, fair enough. I mean, if the Holosseums were a little bigger, we could do a 4-on-4, but that would be fucking ridiculous, so... Like, I wouldn't have any idea what the hell's going on here, so... Yeah, double team, Justy? Don't remind me. Alright, Dream, take it easy. Go ahead and do your math tutoring. Thanks for coming in when you did. Appreciate it. Let's see here. So we got a Dower Head with an Afterburner. Oh, that sounds like lovely. And long thrust means he's going to be up in the air quite a lot. Oh, and it's all ice. Yeah, so you know how there was ice and snow before? This field has no snow. It's just a frozen field. A field entirely covered in ice. Be careful when walking on the ground. With Afterburner, this is going to be a nightmare. Okay, I say kill it with fire. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I'm going to try to kill it with fire. I'm going to use a standard knockdown because of the map. And, yeah, float pods because of what model I'm fighting against, so... Do I want to stay on the ground as much as possible? I kind of do. because of the map being all ice, I might be, well, nah, I think I'll stick with a feather. It's fine. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm not anticipating a good time, but there we go. I guess there's decent cover at the very least, so I'm gonna go over here and mash now. There we go. I was gonna say, am I sliding? Because I don't feel like I'm sliding. I am sliding now, so. I was just moving in the same direction, so that's why it didn't feel like I was sliding at all. Ow. Okay, well, I got him, so that's good. Let's get behind here. Oh, that's not good. Well, you know what? It worked out, so I'll take it. That was a silly exchange. I mean, it's a dour head, so I suppose, yeah, this model is pretty silly, but, you know. The nice thing about Afterburner when you're fighting against it is that it takes some time to kind of spin up, basically. So it makes it a little easier, at least in my opinion, to kind of overload them, if you could, especially if you have a short-range gun like this, because you can just kind of get in close and do that, so. Okay, got a hit off, that's good. Let's do one of those. Don't think that's really going to work. Let's shoot another one off, that's fine. And then just keep going in. Look at that overload. And he had the advantage, or she had the advantage, and I still got the overload. I was going to say, I don't think that's the right place for you to be going there. I can't believe I got away from that. I'm just going to stand back here for a little bit. Nice. That'll work. Yeah, not a big fan of this particular map, but hey, if it works, it works. I mean, they have weaker Pokemon stats, whatever, than the common Joe, and it frustrates you because they are no challenge and have no backing up of being dangerous. Yeah, you would think they'd be a little more dangerous, considering the fact that they, you know, I mean, people are supposed to be afraid of them, right? But if the regular average trainer on the road can beat them, it's like... This was especially a thing in Gen 2, if I recall correctly, because in Gen 2, basically after Erratic City, as a matter of fact, even before Erratic City, they gave you kind of an open map where you could go do the next 4 badges in any order you felt like, kind of like Kanto in Gen 1. But because of that, they actually balanced all the trainers to be at about the same level, and that included the Team Rocket members in the hideout in Mahogany Town. And they just ended up feeling really weak by the time you were done, so... Oh, okay, well, that's fair enough. You're really just gonna give up Rahu like this? Okay, well, hey, if it works, it works. Come on, Marcia, we got a world to save. And there's your save point. Read Pokemon Adventures. It's just the games. The evil teams in each region are hella competent. In the manga, yeah. Well, at least there's that. Okay, let's do this. Probably through this next portal is... That was not what I was expecting. How the hell did you do that? Weren't you just in a fight? Excuse me, what's going on here? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, how long were we in that teleporter for? I kind of wish that they still didn't... They have a label on the screen that actually is giving away what the hell is going on right now, but I kind of wish they didn't do that. Oh, well. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, he's a pretty competent commander from what I've seen, so... Marcia, I don't think that... Okay. Ow. Well, that's going to be a problem. Speaking of double team... Wait a second, there's 2 of her. So you have a twin sister. Well, that's interesting, I guess. Hell, Team Aqua had control of the media at that point. Yeah, and that's in the manga as well, right? I don't know much about the manga, but yeah. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, where you did this field with wild Pokemon being a higher level than the Rocket trainers. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I understand Lifeblood. Did you know Giovanni tried to kill Red in Adventures because he kept getting in his way? I can see it. Yeah, in case it wasn't... No, there is one Eliza. There's also another not Eliza. She's called Isabella. They're sisters, so that's what's going on. And if you thought they were bad when you fought them before and their bomb covered their gun, just wait until you have to fight their guns that go both ways. But yeah, they're sisters. That's what's going on here. So, and actually, I think they're going to get into why the confusion has happened over the course of the game and why she has switched her stances occasionally over the course of the game. So, we'll talk about it in a second. Yeah. So, Eliza, as it turns out, yeah, was the one that we fought at the lab on the 7th day. And the reason why, quote-unquote, Eliza didn't recognize evil back at Daimon when they were going to take Rahu is because it was not Eliza, it was Isabella. So that's why she didn't recognize evil, and that's why evil got completely shit on. So, Yggdra Union did this really well, to be honest, but that's a spoiler, oh boy. Yeah, prepare for trouble and make it double indeed. That's the problem we have to deal with now, is both of them at the same time. Fantastic. Oh, okay, well, good. So he's unconscious at the very least. Well, Marcia, you can go help out with that in a second, but... Yeah, so now they're going to try to hold us off for just long enough to make it so he can evolve. It's just like, oh, insert foot, open mouth, insert foot here. Fantastic. Why did you have to react so strongly, Harry? We could have just been like, memory erasure device, what's that? And then maybe we could have pulled the wool over their eyes. Alright, you and me, Harry, let's fight these ladies and then go kick Rahu's ass. I do like their battle stance, though, how it kind of like... how their pose comes together, and it's just the exact opposite of the pose before. So, it's just interesting. I like the way that they made that work, so... Yeah, to protect the world from devastation, indeed. Harry, why would you bring a Meteor Storm? That's, like, not a good gun, bro. For aerial beauties? Come on. Like, at least bring the trap gun. But they're both using the Athena model. And the reason why before this we had a few problems was because, well, they would be using the waxing arc and the waning arc, or the waning arc and the waxing arc. Now, one of them has both waning arcs, and the other one has both waxing arcs. So I guess that's somewhat more manageable, but they're still going to be really tough, so... Yeah, two of the same bots, yep, exactly. And technically you can use the same bot as your partner, like you're not limited by that. It's like, oh, if I want to use a Glory and I'm fighting with Harry, no, I can still use a Glory. It's just we don't have Glory yet, so, yeah. Alright, okay. This is going to be rough. I'm going to use the Dragon Gun. I know it's kind of busted OP, but in a situation like this, and in the final fight that's coming up pretty soon, I'm going to need all the help I can get. So, I'm going to use the Dragon Gun. Okay, here we go. Let's lose, but also learn things about their patterns, and then we'll go from there. What am I on? Okay, 2. Do that. Don't tick over. Okay, thank God. Okay, where's the closest one? Oh, okay. Well, that works. There we go. Got her. Wow, I hit her right out of Rebirth. That's kind of good. Aw. Well, that's not going to work. Oh, that works. You want to try to hit them when they're not aiming at you, because if they're not aiming at you, they're aiming at Harry, and that gives you a little bit of space to work with, so... Yeah. Doesn't always work out, but hey, sometimes it does. Like that time, it did work out. Ow. Alright, who's on what here? Go. Yeah, try to cover Harry with the Dragon Gun, because, well, he's all the help you get in this fight, so if you lose him, it's unfortunate for you, because, well, the fight's probably over if you lose him. You do not want to go 2-on-1 with these ladies. They are way too good for that. So. Aw. I'm gonna say she's gonna go right around that wall and not let me get that, isn't she? There we go. Okay, well, we got her, so that's good. Get some more pods out. and try to play it a little more aggressive here. Oh, that might have been it right there if I'd have gotten her, but it wasn't quite enough. Go, Dragon Gun, go! Yes! There we go. Hey, man, the Dragon Gun's legal, so go for it. Yeah, that's fair. We beat them. Very nice. I usually lose that fight at least once, but hey, it works, so. They also collapse sideways because their models basically don't have any pants on, so that's just great. I mean, it's a good way to avoid showing that you haven't really modeled anything up there. Like this camera angle's about to. Yeah, I think I know who did that. Yeah, your leader. You know, the one that you decided to ignore his orders for? Yeah. It's funny, too, because they say he beat them in an instant, and, well, you know what, I'm going to hold my tongue on that, because that's probably a spoiler for the postgame. So let's just not. Ooh la la, indeed. Hey, Braxtonian, hello. Welcome to the stream. We have something for once. Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes in these old games you need to let some people have some stuff. So, yeah, welcome to the stream. We're almost done. We just got done with Eliza and Isabella's fights. Now we just got to fight Rahu, and we're all done. So, Lake Tiger Union did this because if you paid attention, you could catch it early. This doesn't feel like it came out of nowhere, but it is super hard to catch. Yeah, I get you. You've done some terrible things, so distinctly possible, yeah. Even if you change your minds, you're in no condition to fight me at this point. We knocked you out. The safety was off. We knocked you out, so. Marsha, are you okay? She kind of slapped your shit real quick, but she's probably had a chance to heal up. It's true, it would be kind of hard for just you and me to fight Rahu, especially the way he is now, so. Also fair, yeah. We'll just cover each other together, because that's what we do, we're a team. One last save point, one last check for parts, even though we haven't gotten any new ones since the last time I checked. And here we go! The final fight of the game. We're coming up to the worst fight. It's definitely interesting. Oh, they even let me check the parts generator here. Well, that's interesting. Why is there a parts generator in this room anyway? Actually, I think it's because there's a tournament in here, but it's one of the trophy tournaments in the postgame, which, spoiler alert for the postgame, I'm not actually going to do any of the trophy tournaments. I'm not nearly good enough at this game to get a gold medal in every time attack thing, or rather, every score attack thing in the post-game, so yeah, sorry if you want to see that, but there's plenty of other tournaments in the post-game that we'll do. It's just that first, we gotta fight this guy. Yes, we kill Rahu. He will probably kill us a few times, but, you know. Yeah, that looks a little more like a predator to me. He's just missing the dreadlocks. Great. Not really a big surprise for twins. It was really just okay. I mean, we've seen the twins cliche, and well, actually, I don't know if we've seen it particularly on the stream before, but yeah, in other games we've seen it, so. Interesting, my ass. Fuck this fight. Fair enough. Alright, let me get it. Thumbnail. Yeah, we do need a xenomorph right now. We're about to get one. Let's use the device. No, I don't want to wipe its memory at all. Let's use it. Deus Ex Machina! One of those should be good enough for a thumbnail, I think. Did it get bigger, or did it just come... It's coming towards us. Okay, here we go. Are you sure a xenomorph would help? Against this guy, I'll take all the help I can get. So actually, looking at him in the model here, he looks a little bit more like a dragon with the head there. Let's check him out. So yeah, he's evolved into Rahu 3 now. He's so large and in charge that his model is scraping into itself. That's just fantastic. He's got Rahu 3, which is even better than Rahu 1 and 2, and it's just as powerful as it usually is. He's got the Grand Cross Bomb, Penumbra 3, Ultimate. He also has complete knockdown immunity. So if you charge him, and I've actually gotten a charge off on him before, he'll instantly rebirth without falling down. He cannot fall down in this fight whatsoever. He can get hit and stunned, but he cannot fall down at all. So, yeah, just in case you were wondering. He's also out of the nature park now. He's in Lost World. Very interesting map, actually. Doesn't have a whole lot of cover, but the elevated platforms kind of provide, like, semi-cover for you. But if you're out in the open, you're going to get fucked. So, yeah, there's that. So definitely don't be out in the open. It's a strange organic arena with 4-round obstacles. The stage is somewhat large, so fight from an advantageous range. And that's why we're using the dragon gun, because it has lots of range. Harry brought the sword storm, so he's pretty much useless, but he's a good meat shield, and Marcia will probably be doing decent damage with the Milky Way and homing star. Her float pods probably help pretty good too, because, you know, he's going to be up in the air a lot, but cool AF model, to be honest. Sure, it helps. Yeah, that's why this fight sucks. What kind of Sonic bullshit did you end up in here? Yeah, bit of a final hazard, isn't it? I was thinking about maybe even titling this episode Biohazard, although I think it was the Bio-Lizard in Sonic Adventure 2, now that I think about it. I don't think the freeze pods even work on him either, now that I think about that, too. I don't think you can immobilize him at all. So I'm just going to stick with the spiders. We'll just set them down wherever we get the chance, and yeah, we'll go from there. I don't think I'm going to spend too much time in the air, but the feathers should be okay. Alright, Ray, you, me, Marcia, and Harry. Let's do this. Get ready to lose! This is quite the jump, yeah, pretty much. Where's my Crush 40 when I need it? Where's Rahu? Rahu's over there. Okay, I'm kind of in eyesight, but it's fine. There we go, get some extra. That did 24! That is the dragon gun, and it did 24! What in the goddamn shit? Ow. But yeah, see how he doesn't get knocked down at all, even though we're shooting him with everything we have? Yeah. Not gonna work out so well. Try to keep in cover. Try to use the dragon gun as best you can. If he's on top of you, get the fuck away from him. He's on top of me right now, so I gotta get the fuck away from him before that thing just decides to blow me up. Okay, well, we got a hit in. That's good. That's all you can really count on in this fight is, hey, did I get a hit in? Yes? Okay, good. And ideally, you don't want to knock yourself down with your own bombs and pods, because that's what I just did, so, you know, don't do that. And yeah, try not to stay out in the open as much as you can. Try to shoot him when he's in the air, which is the exact opposite of what you'd normally do, but if he's flying towards you, the dragon gun's homing properties are so good that you'll actually be able to hit him, so, when he's flying towards you, so, yeah, just try to do that. Oh god, get me away from that. Just gonna set spiders down in case he decides to come over here and pay us a visit. But yeah, gigantic defense, massive knockdown resistance. And again, you can see he's not even getting knocked down, even if he's at that 1 there. So, okay. Harry? No, it's Marcia. Marcia, it's you and me. I told you Harry would mostly be a meat shield, and to be fair, Marcia's almost done now too, so that's just great. Get my damage off while I can here. You can't overload him either, which is very unfortunate. But, right. Well, it's just you and me now, Rahu. Let's see what I can do. Aw. Oh god, get me the fuck out of here. I don't want anything to do with what you're about to give me. But yeah, at this point, it's probably a loss, because the dragon gun... Well, I ran into that, so that's a loss. But the dragon gun's unfortunate part with this fight is that when you're so low in terms of, like, you have so much ending lag, since he can't get knocked down, he will kick our ass at that point, basically. So he is a large boy, yeah. It's so easy to die here. The PTSD's coming back. It's a 3-on-1. You're still at a disadvantage. It's okay. You're not the one fighting him. Who died? I died. Harry died. Then Marcia died. Then I died. It's okay, though. This fight is hard. Don't worry about it. We'll get him eventually. Like I said, I expect this to take several tries, so it's probably one of the hardest fights in the game, if not the hardest, but just do what you can. That's it. That's all you can do. I might try Sky Freezes, honestly. Excuse me. I just want to see if I can actually freeze him, you know what I mean? And I might even try this too, just to fuck with him. Like, I don't think it's actually going to work, because basically what it'll probably do is put him directly in Rebirth, but I just want to see what happens if I use this, where it always knocks him down, you know? Like, it seems like it would interact very wonkily. I'm gonna get kicked over. Maybe. Yep, definitely gonna. Protect me! Protect me, both of you! Okay. I was somewhat protected. Man, he keeps moving just before. There we go. But yeah, hide. Hide as much as you can and use that dragon gun because it's... you don't want to run out in the open at all. And your only solace is the cover that you have between you and... Oh my god, Harry's already dead. What the hell happened, Harry? Jesus Christ, man. Did he, like, take all of the damage that Rahu did there? Like, good lord. Like, I've never seen him lose that fast. And even though he loses, he never loses that fast. Okay, I need to get the hell out of here. Marcia, it's you and me! Sorry if I'm not much help. Oh my god, he followed me. At least he's not looking at me, so that lets me get good damage off. Stay alive, Marcia! I still need your help! Okay. Yeah, see what happened there where we actually overloaded Rahu, but he, it didn't matter because he, wow, that has fucking ridiculous range, dude. It didn't matter that we overloaded him because he just went straight out of it into Rebirth anyway, so... Yeah, I don't even know what to do at this point. Sky freeze him, bomb him, dragon pod him. Like, in any exchange in this particular case, I'm gonna get knocked down, so I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess nope, I guess not. I was gonna say, I guess I could just, like, run for cover and, like, try to keep myself away from him, but not when it homes like that. Like, even if I had charged myself away, like air dashed, I would have hit the other section, so... Harry decided to approach Rahu like JoJo and got punished for it. Look how low he already is. It's been fucking 10 seconds. If you end up alone, the dragon gun, yeah, it does. It turns into a bit of a liability if you're alone, yep. So you're better off using your bombs and pods at that point, yeah. Even though they don't do as much damage, you are correct. It's probably better to just keep moving and use your bombs and pods if you're alone, so... Alright. Take 3. Take a drink. And we need a different pod, I think. Which ones do I want to use here? He's up in the air a lot. I kind of hoped that Sky Freeze would be okay, but they don't really go anywhere, unfortunately, so... Yeah. Maybe the Beast Pods will work okay. Because they hang in the air and then they approach the target and jump in front of them, so maybe those will work alright. This has more attack power, so I'm just going to use that, and... Yeah, we'll just do that. I probably could get away with this a little easier if I was using the Metal Ape because it has higher defense and knockdown resistance, but it just feels so much more appropriate to beat this fight with Ray, you know what I mean? It's like poetry in motion. Alright, anyway. Let's try this again. What is that hanging above my head there? Can't tell. Okay, well, we hit him a little bit, so that's good. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I don't think I want any part of it. Let's get a little close. I'm getting close because he's not looking at me. If he's looking at you, don't even think about it. It is not worth it. But I wanted to try to get closer so I could get the Beast Pods a little closer to him, but, well, that's working out like, not at all, so. God, get me out of here. Okay. Oh, hey, Harry, what's up? Ow. But yeah, so he got knocked down there, and instantly gets up. There's no waiting for him. There's no need to charge up. He just goes, bro. Like, he just goes. Uh-oh. Okay, Harry, you and me. Ow. Ow. It's about to be just Harry if I keep that up. hate how he just moves, like he knows I'm shooting at his back. We're almost there, though. Okay. We're about to be not there, so... Ow. Okay, okay. Still good, still good. Oh god, get me the... Okay, nope, 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 nope. Ah, good lord. It's all the way across the arena with those damn things. I almost just killed myself and it did it again. Okay, we got him down to 32 though. That was pretty close. It's just hard as fuck. He just eviscerates one of us basically. And it's usually not you. If it is you that he starts off with, you can kind of play keep away with him pretty okay, but and then the others can get their licks in, but usually he starts by fighting your help. And if he kills your help, you're dead. Like there's very, very little. Unless he's really low on health, you're probably not going to beat him if it's just a one-on-one. He's that kind of OP. It was close, yeah. It was very close. I just couldn't get the proper shots off where I needed. I would have needed 2 dragon gun shots to kill him there. So, yeah. And these beast pods didn't work at all because they didn't even go anywhere near him. So, I need something that will go near him. And I guess the float pods do. Approaches target from the front, then flies over it and explodes in the air. Maybe we'll try the jumping pods. Maybe we'll try the jumping pods, because those sound like they would actually do what I want them to do. Might need a new gun, to be honest. I don't know, though. I feel like the dragon gun is probably the best for the situation, because I'm not going to be getting anywhere near him, you know what I mean? So maybe I could use the vertical gun again. Or the needle gun. I mean, the drill gun would be nice, but there's no way in hell I'm getting close to him, so... Although, I'm not really... With the dragon gun, I'm not really trying to use it to do... I mean, you use it to do damage, but it does like 24. So if I get more shots off, I might actually be able to do better with the vertical gun because it gets more shots off than the dragon gun, so... But we'll try it. At least then I'm not, like, helpless as soon as it's one-on-one, you know? So, what's my number? Oh, 4. Okay. I can mash a little. He mashed over, I think. Oh, don't mash too much because I'll mash over then. See, watch. If you charge him... Yeah, instant rebirth. You can't charge... Well, you can charge him, but it just doesn't work very well for you at all. Okay. Yeah, that was never going to go my way no matter what I did, so... Almost didn't go my way there either. Okay, get out of here. Whoa. Going to stand over here because the vertical gun goes over this cover. While he's standing still, I will stand still behind cover and try to mess him up. Okay, Marsha's at 1... Or no, is that Harry? Yeah, that's Harry. He's at 182, which is... Okay, but he's on Marsha now, which will give Harry a little bit of a breather. I just can't hit him, though, man. And his pods come over here and decide to mess with me while I'm trying to get this off. Like that. But he just floats, man. He just don't give a fuck. He just goes where he wants. Okay, this is actually really bad, though, because, yeah, he's gonna start, like... basically making it really hard for any of us to do anything here, so... No. I have a little bit of leeway here, though, because the cover kind of protects me from his shots, so... At some point, anyway. Okay, well... that didn't go over so well. He's anticipating my every move! See what I mean? Anticipating my every move. What am I even supposed to do? I don't know, though. The vertical gun isn't really working much better than the dragon gun worked in this situation. I'm still getting fucked up. Like, what do you do right there? Like, there was nothing that I could possibly do in that situation where I could have come out of it the victor. I mean, I guess I can keep doing this, but his pods will eventually get me. So, yeah. Yeah, the problem is that nothing does damage. pretty much, yeah. This is the one fight where the dragon gun is very player dependent, so you like using anything else. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, right? Like, you got to make sure that you use it properly if you're going to use it, so. It's okay. I'm okay with this. It's, like I said, this is a really tough fight. We'll eventually pull through. It just will take a little while, that's all. I mean, it's going to be like that Sigma fight at the end of Mega Man X5. You remember that? It took like 45 minutes to an hour to beat that, and it only happened because I was patient and I watched their patterns quite heavily. And in this case, well, we'll watch the patterns a little more too. Would it be better to use the Gatling gun because it has a bunch of shots? I mean, they don't home in, though. That's the trouble, right? So, of course, we don't really have anything that homes in, so... I'm just going to stick with the Dragon Gun. It worked pretty good the last time. It'll work again. I'm going to go to Float Pods. I don't know if they're going to work too well because they kind of move really slowly. Well, Spider Pods might be okay. No, I tried the Spider Pods and he didn't ever come near me when I used the Spider Pods. So now what's going to happen is I'm going to use the Float Pods and they're never going to catch him because he's going to fly all over the arena. But, you know, it's fine. Alright. So, here we go again. What is this, take 5? I think so. It's okay, though. 4. Okay. Over here. Okay, and I'm at a 1. Good. So is Rahu. I am not a fan of that, so... But yeah, try to stay behind cover. The one saving grace about Lost World is the elevation of the platforms. Because it's so funky, the elevation allows you to kind of... If he doesn't immediately chase you down the whole time, good lord, Rahu, stay the fuck away from me! Yeah, the elevation helps you because his shots, they move on a level, basically. So I'm trying desperately to charge him right now, and the game just did not want me to. But yeah, his shots move on a level, so if you stay down low like this, they won't hit you, because unless he's on level with you. Then you want to go up, because then the shots won't hit you while he's on level like that, so... There we go, got him. But, rebirth immediately, of course. We gotta keep that in mind. Here he comes again, following me specifically. Oh, he is actually following me specifically. He's targeting me, so... Okay, well, that'll give everybody else a rest, I guess, for 2 seconds. And that did 39, that's not bad. When your gun does 39 and you're saying it's okay damage, that's when you know you're in trouble. Okay, well, we're down to 2-on-1 again, which just, yeah, not gonna work too well. Three. Great. Stop floating into his stuff! You are making this very hard on me! Like, he just did 200 damage to me, okay? Like, again, what do I even do? I guess I do that, but yeah, there's a good close-up of him using the rebirth immediately, so... And he's so fast, too. Like, there's very little places that you can hide because of how fast he is, so... Especially since he keeps trying to flush you out of cover with his pods, which last for fucking ever, by the way. Yeah, I don't think those float pods did a whole lot. That pod had been following me for like 3 covers, man. Like, what kind of timing? Yeah, beating this as a kid was an adrenaline rush. Like, holy fuck, yeah. The fact that he just flies around the arena and never touches the ground is bullshit. Yeah, beating this as a kid took hours. It took literal hours of Cole and me trying between switching controllers and trying over and over again. And then we finally did it, and we were very, very unhappy. I mean, it's fine, like, it's supposed to be difficult. This is the thing that murdered most of human civilization 700 years ago. If it wasn't difficult, I'd be disappointed, but yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. We'll get him, but it's tough. I'm gonna go back to, no, actually, let me try the dolphin pods. We haven't really tried them, but they arc toward the target, and they're kind of quick, so they might actually even catch him. So I'm going to use the ground legs as well, because we're mostly going to be on the ground in this one, so yeah. See if it works. Get a restraining order on him, damn, yeah. See, what you do is pick a god and pray. This is a final boss fight for the fucking gods, yeah. It's definitely up there with some of the hardest ones I've ever fought, that's for sure. So I don't think this is Mysterious Figure from Kingdom Hearts 1 hard, but well, it might get there by the end of the day today. What am I at, a 1? Good. Okay, let the dolphins go. I don't know where they were going, but okay, they seem to move in the direction that I'm pointing the stick, so I'll just do that. See, like, again, what do I do there? There's 3 pods following me. He's on top of me. Again, it's like Conquer said. I pick a god and pray. Oh, he's on me again. Leave me alone! But also, don't murder my friends too fast. I think I'm asking for too much. These dolphin pods aren't doing jack or shit. But I'll do the best I can with what I currently have, because we're in it now, so... Just let them go. He just tried to charge somebody, didn't he? I don't think he was successful, but... Oh, good, we overloaded him. That's the only thing that you can do to try to save your ass here, is that you can actually overload him. So that's pretty good, I guess. How did he dodge that? He's gigantic. How did he dodge? Get the damage off all I can. Hide behind cover as best I can. There we go. Stay alive, all of you! This keeps happening. I keep getting him down to like 200, and then everyone dies, and, well, that's it. Okay, well, we got him there. Pretty good, so... Oh god, here he comes at me again! Okay, well, he's on me, though, so Harry can get some licks in while he's on me, so... He's on Harry again now, damn it. Well, I knew that was gonna happen immediately. I was gonna say, if these hit me from down here, I'm gonna be really upset. No, get away from me, Seeker Pod. Damn it. Okay, hang on. No, God. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's what I thought. Definitely didn't play that one right once that exchange started. And just think, there's still a post-game. It's not over, and it gets... No, I don't think it gets worse, to be honest. I think in the post-game, most of the fights that I had in the post-game were not as hard as this one. The reason why this one's hard is because he doesn't get knocked down. When you can knock your opponents down, it makes them a lot more manageable. But this one just never knocks down, so you have to deal with him constantly being up and shooting the hardest guns to dodge in the game at you. I think I had trouble with, like, as much trouble with Rahu as I had with a couple of the fights near the end of the post-game, but yeah, this one is easily the hardest fight in the game, so... Shh, I'm trying to scare people. For anyone wondering why you always react badly to the name Rahu, this is why. Yeah, it's fair enough. Rahu does have that effect on people. I could see it. I just don't even know what pods to use, to be honest, so... I could use the caboose pods, like the way that I normally use them, which is like I'm running away from something and then I deploy them because they're running towards me, which is why I'm running away. So, maybe we'll try that and see what happens. Do I use Afterburn? No, Afterburner won't have enough homing now, will it? I guess this homes in pretty good, though, right? Well, not really. Not enough, anyway. Yeah, I'll just stick with the dragon gun. I can't think of any other loadout where I could actually, like, be effective here if I don't have the dragon gun, you know? So. And that could just be me. I gotta mash for my life here. He's about to have a 1 on the way out of the fucking pod. Damn it, tick over! I'm out. Caboose pod's a go-go. But yeah, so the caboose pods, they kind of let you camp a little bit, which is nice, I guess. Because you can shoot them one way, and then shoot them the other way, and then stop moving in either of those directions. And, so kind of, like, camp out by one of these, basically, by shooting like this. So... I don't even know why I'm still here. How I'm still here. How has he not killed me yet? Like, what just happened there where he was on top of me and I didn't die? Went right into that one. I was kind of hoping I could get a caboose pod off and still be okay, but yeah, not the case. Don't want any of that, thank you. Aw, that got ate by the cover. That's unfortunate. Like, literally, how do you even do that? You literally changed positions mid-air. Do you have, like, 2 air dashes that you can just decide, no, I'm going right now? Come on. This is nuts. Absolutely absurd. How did you get... Okay. Okay. Maybe stop before I get rocked there. No. You want me, you're gonna have to come over here. Fuck you. I will run circles around your seeker pods until they finally explode if I have to. Yeah, exactly like that. Ooh, caboose pods, you and me camping. It's just like old times. Ow. He's reading my every move again. I'm fucked. Run away! Run away! I meant away, as in, like, away from him. Okay. We got cover again, kind of. Okay, that ate my thing. I'm dead. Not yet, but eventually. I mean, we're all gonna die someday, so... Okay, well, there we go. There's the death. Just about, anyway. Jesus Christ, man. Thought I was safe. Was not. Definitely was not. Did pretty good, though, in the one-on-one part there with the caboose pods, so that's not bad. I did barely even get hurt there, what the fuck. A god did answer my call. It just didn't stay with me. If the god had stayed with me, we would have been okay. From what I understand, actually, though, I haven't personally played all of the post-game. Because I've never done the trophy cups. Because I'm just not good enough at the game to do the trophy cups. I can do the rest of them somewhat manageably, but I'm just not good enough to do the trophy cups. But from what I understand, the trophy cups get pretty damn difficult, too. Again, I don't think it's quite as difficult as this, because this doesn't get knocked down. That's why it's difficult, because he's ignoring all of the rules. He's deciding, screw the rules, I have power. So that's why it's hard. But, yeah, some of those fights, the AI gets pretty damn advanced, so... I'm gonna tick over. No, I did not. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get rocked because he's on me, but hey, whatever. I was the first out, so... that's why he's on me. You want to try to look at when he's on you, though. When he's not on you, you can be a little more, and I mean a little, and very little more aggressive. But when he's on you, you have to play complete defense. You have no choice, or else you will die. So, like, see how he's on me now, so I'm going to try to play more defense with him. Now he's off me, so now I can play a teeny little bit more aggressively in approximately 2 seconds of it, and then get hit by his pods, so... Where was that bomb even going? That was, like, not even close to him. Okay, good. We still hit him. The nice thing about the dragon gun, of course, you want to have guns that do lots of damage in a small amount of, like... As little ending lag as you can have, basically. And, I mean, the dragon gun's not good for that. But it does 40 damage to him, which is way more than basically anything else, so... Yeah. Okay, he's on me again. No, he's not on me. Play a little more aggressive. Somebody's already dead. Marsha. Marsha is already dead. So it seems like the homing on that is more when he's up in the air. So keep that in mind, I think. And Dragon Gun, come on. You can do better than that. Did I just try to charge him and he just said, no, fuck you, I'm leaving? I think that's what just happened there. Oh, good. Here we go again. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think it's mostly because they kind of go out in whatever pattern they feel like, so it's really hard to, like, maneuver around them when they do that. All this streaming has done is made you want to play this again. Would it be worth going through this again, though? Yes, you're not the same as you were before. It's been almost 2 decades. Yeah, it's a tough fight, but again, we're stopping something that killed everyone on Earth, or very nearly everyone on Earth, 700 years ago. If it wasn't this difficult, I'd be disappointed. And I don't know if that's an opinion that everyone shares, or if I'm just a masochist, but that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So, let's see here. I might switch back to feather pods, because I'm actually moving more than I thought. I figured I'd mostly be on the ground, but I am jumping for the purpose of, like, excuse me, getting away from him, you know. I don't know if this even works on him. I don't think the Sky Freeze worked on him. I might use Geotrap, actually, though, because it lingers for a long time, so... yeah, I might use Geotrap just because it has that radius, you know, so... Yeah, now you're with me. You're fighting a literal WMD. It better be hard as hell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's got to be this tough, because it can get frustrating at times, but it means that you'll overcome this humongous challenge, and you literally beat someone who's breaking all of the game's rules. He gets out at 1 like every fucking time, and his gun is atrociously overpowered, and he just ignores knockdown. Like, he's doing literally everything that he's not allowed. Like, you can't do that, Rahu. This is not okay. Maybe don't throw my bomb down here. This pod is chasing me. Oh, God. Keep moving, keep moving. The pod! The pod! Somebody got overloaded. It wasn't me. Oh, it was probably Harry. I can't believe that didn't hit him. Most of this fight is, I can't believe that. Like, how did that not hit him? What the f... Come on now. Throw me a bone, game. He's on me again, which is unfortunate, but I'm kind of okay with it. Okay, now he's not on me anymore. I don't know if that charge is going to work too well for you there, Rahu, but hey, I respect it. I respect the close game. Still on me. Not on me. Good. Go in! Go ham! Get blocked by cover. Cover, you and me are supposed to be on the same side. If we lose, you can't cover anyone ever again! Oh, that Geotrap went nowhere. And I hit myself with it, damn it. How did he make up the gap so quickly? Weren't we at like 700 HP 2 minutes ago? This is nuts. Yeah, that's it. Stay on me, motherfucker. I'm the one you want. Harry, get your licks in while I dodge like a maniac. I can't believe this is almost working. I can't believe that fucking worked. Oh my god. It was Marcia, too. Marcia, I love you. Thank you for saving my ass. I don't even know why he was still on me for that much. He never stays on you for that much time, but I will take it. It's fine. What was that about the Dragon Gun can't miss? Nah, this is the fight that nukes that viewpoint. Yeah, it has good homing properties, and it's very powerful, but if your opponent is as fast as Rahu, it will miss. So, yeah, hey, GG indeed. You want to see someone speedrun this game just for this fight? That would actually be really interesting. I wonder if there's a way to cheese that now, because I would imagine a speedrun would end with this fight, and it would end right at the end, where you just get fucked completely at the end because he decides, nope, you're going to lose this fight. So, Marcia has proved she's waifu material. Oh, typing too fast. That's okay. We did, in fact, defeat it, so now can we, like, blow it up with a bomb along with the rest of the funhouse, please? Or it could just disappear. Disintegrate? I kind of hope so. So yes, Lifeblood, your theory did not pan out. Roy was not a traitor. Gave off some signals, but just didn't use them, that's all. So what do we do with the Z Syndicate now? Are they just going to get arrested, or...? Oh, really? He left another one? Okay. He had a lot of faith in me, didn't he? Oh, Dad. Alright. Let's see what you got. Yeah, I can't say I would ever agree with any of those reasons, because it literally resulted in the crisis that happened today. So... yeah, precisely. You either forget all of the atrocities that he committed, and then he just repeats them again, or we repeat them, depending on the situation, or he just, you know, we just keep dying to him, so it's like, I don't know, I'd rather keep fighting him. I know there'd be more of a loss of life immediately, but this just meant that now everyone would be lulled into a false sense of security, and 700 years later there'd be a loss of life anyway, so... it's like, where would you rather have your death? Now, or in 700 years? Tough call. Yeah, pretty much. And if he had blown a hole in it, that would have gone out the fucking window now, wouldn't it? Right. And then someone did, and yeah. Well, I'm with you on that one there, disembodied voice. Let's just hope that the post-game learns from all of the moral questioning that we did and actually allows people to understand these things for themselves, right? Right, and for that, well, we won't overthrow the government, so that's a little bit over this game's head, but it's there. Yeah, they used it for what they could have discerned as a noble goal. It just resulted in the crisis that happened over the past few days. So. This game was innovative for its time, not progressive. You're asking for too much. I mean, yeah, that's probably fair. It's probably a good point. Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't seem like such a good idea. Right. I mean, we defeated Rahu. He's gone for good at this point, by the way. He doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't come back in Arena, so, yeah, I can dream. But, we defeated Rahu, but that doesn't mean that another threat couldn't come up that could be just as much of a problem, if not worse, so. No, Rahu's gone, thank God. Fuck that thing. Well, we got rid of him. That's the important part. Well, that's why you guys are subordinates, because you don't know the answer here. The answer to me is clear. Tell people the truth, because the truth will set them free, especially now that the threat is gone. So. Also a fair point. I mean, we could just throw them in jail. I don't know about Obero, but Eliza and Isabella seem to express remorse for their actions, so I suppose they could learn from their actions and become normal members of society, so... Custom Robo Arena had a new stupid thread, like using robos for cyber terrorism was kind of predictable. But then... what came after? Oh boy, yeah, I don't even know, but oh boy. I mean, they probably have a fair amount of resources out here, but... Yeah, we do. We have to tell people the truth. And originally, the Z Syndicate wasn't made to be criminals. They were made to stop Rahu, despite the fact that they did it by going around the law, so... Right, and exactly. And the police squads couldn't stop Rahu either, because they kept the outside world a secret. If they hadn't, well, commanders like myself, Harry, and Marcia might have popped up a little earlier and helped them take care of the problem. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll come out of the end better. There'll be a little bit of a PR nightmare to it, but yeah. I will be the martyr. And I. You don't even get a choice. Like, you think it's stupid that we erased everyone's memories of Rahu and couldn't be prepared for its return. Imagine killing people with robos and making something that could have been worse. Custom Robo Arena has storytelling adventures. Oh, fantastic. Well, good. Things. And you feel the same way we do. And then we'll figure out what to do with them from there. And you're, yeah, one of the leaders, so... I guess you'll have to visit him in prison, Marcia? Oh boy. Or there's that option. You did used to take orders from her, so... We'll just spin this in the public eye. A little white lie won't hurt us at this point. I mean, we just stopped an being of indescribable power. So, a little white lie won't hurt. That's what they said 700 years ago, too. Look how that turned out. Well, I'm glad we found a way to spin that positively. Isn't Linda a member of the government, Mira? Doesn't that mean it's going to be in the wrong hands anyway? They don't even give me a choice. Sure, I'll give it to you. The game's not giving me choice anymore in these things. Ah, okay. Yeah, we haven't heard anything about the main character's mother just yet, but yeah, she passed a while ago as well, so... Yeah, can I have the watch back at the very least? Yeah, because, I mean, even if you erase my memories at that point, I'm pretty sure I'd still have the memories of Dad there somewhere. So... Well, good. Thank you. And don't use it to erase people's memories. It's not okay. It's literally why we were in this situation 700 years ago. Now, that's an order. It's why Mira was a good character. No, you don't get to fucking go to jail. Yeah, fair enough. Hello, what's this? So, during the credits of this game, by the way, that's the game, everybody. During the credits, they let you mess around with the parts that you had in a basic arena fighting a metal ape with a bunch of basic guns. I'm going to let him murder me a bunch because I want to talk about the game rather than play it while talking. Yes, that's the game, everybody. It's pretty good. I'm more a fan of the fighting aspect of it, I think, than the storytelling. I think the storytelling is very interesting in theory. We've seen it a couple of times at this point on the stream, especially when we were playing Digital Devil Saga with the whole concept of the post-apocalypse and people living in a blissful lie about the outside world, and finally the truth comes crashing down on them and they have to stop something that would otherwise destroy them completely. We've seen it a few times, and I mean, it's been done in RPGs before. But usually when it's done in RPGs, it's not done with as competent a battle system as this game's battle system is. This game's battle system is incredibly good. Like, it's very, very interesting. It always keeps you on your toes. It's very high octane. It's very fast-paced. And there's so much customization to it as well. You can go through the entire game and not even get, like, a good idea about how to use all of the parts, unless you're constantly losing, in which case you'd probably learn pretty quick. But, yeah, this game's battle system is phenomenal. It's easily one of the better battle systems of any of the games that we've played so far. And the AI is actually remotely competent at it. What a concept, right? But, yeah, so it's It's a very interesting battle system, and I quite enjoy it. It's probably one of my favorite parts of the game. The other part of the game that I enjoy quite a bit is the script. The story may be a little bit ridiculous and go completely off the rails and not really explain itself well in some parts, but the script, man, oh my god, that English script is something else. There it is. Here's the North American localization team right here. These people deserve a round of fucking applause. Holy shit. This game's script, the localization was incredible because they knew exactly when to make the game funny and when to make it serious, and when it was funny, it was hilarious. Oh my god. It's probably one of the funniest games that we've played for the stream so far. Like, this is up there with Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. Like, good lord. Yeah, the levity in the game's script is just fantastic, and it defines the script for me, honestly. Like, the script could just be, you know, the normal post-apocalyptic stuff, but the script of the game having that funny tinge to it, it defines the game for me, really, because it's one of the reasons why I wanted to play the game. It's not just because of the good battle system. I mean, that's fine, but if that was the only good part about it, I might reconsider. But with the script the way that it is, yeah, the game is well worth the effort of playing. The music's pretty solid in it as well. We didn't get to hear a whole ton of it because of all the crazy action going on, but yeah, it's pretty solid. It's very high-octane electronic music, which is exactly what you want for as fast-paced of a battle system as this, so... And the characters were pretty funny. There were some situations where they were a little one-note, and Marcia gets on my nerves before she actually, you know, grows a pair a little later in the game, but yeah, I think the characters are pretty good. Like, Harry ends up being the butt of every joke. That's okay. To be continued. I wonder where. I definitely lost that fight. I don't know why they're giving me the victory pose, but, you know. But yes, that's it for Custom Robo, the Stream Edition. However, you're not quite done. There are two options here. You could either play a new journey from the beginning, using all of the parts that you just got. The only unfortunate part is you won't unlock any new parts by doing so, so it's kind of pointless to do that. Or you could play the post-game, which is the Grand Battle. Yeah, there is a New Game Plus option. If you go here, you can actually play through the entirety of a new journey using the parts that you just got. But again, you won't unlock any new parts while doing New Game Plus. You only unlock any additional new parts on top of the ones we already have in the Grand Battle, which is why I've never actually even done the New Game Plus option. I always just go straight into the post-game instead, so... Imagine this specific part in VR. Yeah, that would be crazy. Oh my god. That option there that we just got, we'll see that when we go to the main menu, but we want to go to the main menu to check out all the new stuff we got. Because by beating the new journey mode, we can do arcade mode, we can play against CPUs in the versus mode, we can view the parts index, which shows us all the parts that we've gotten, we can also listen to the soundtrack, and we can enable first-person view in combat. So all of the above are now available to us. I probably won't be making use of too many of them, but the main one we're looking at is the Grand Battle, and we'll be looking at that on the post-game of Custom Robo, the Stream Edition. Excuse me, I'm going to press start here because I got to read a little chat before I do my ending. But yeah, we'll be starting the post-game on Friday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. People would fucking die mentally. Harry, I know you aren't here, but Harry! Yeah, so... But yeah, this game is pretty great. It doesn't really get the attention that I think it deserves, and that's a shame because I think it could have been... It's kind of like it has a little bit of a cult following, I think. It's very under-the-radar classic, but it deserves more attention. And I wanted to do my part to help it along, so there you go, 6 episodes, and now the Grand Battle will probably be about 4. So, and, well, here it is right here. So we'll start on that at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, and I'll see you then. It's more popular in Japan, same as the PS Vita. Well, at least a few people got to see it. I just haven't talked to too many English-speaking people. Like, I can count on, like, one hand how many people actually knew what this game was before we even started it, so... But yes, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. I hope you enjoyed a new journey for Custom Robo. As much as I have enjoyed it quite a bit. It was nice going back to this game after so long. But we'll be doing the post-games shortly, so we'll still be at it... So thank you, and until Friday, take care, and have a good one. Now, if you'll excuse me, well, I already did all of my snow shoveling for the day. We already shoveled a whole bunch of stuff out, but well, if we're going to get another winter storm, I might have to go shovel again just to make it so that it isn't as much of a problem before Friday.